Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Rogues Gallery Live. All right, everybody, welcome back. And like I said, this is Rogues Gallery Live. This is episode number 67. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to be doing maybe some Sideshow Con predictions, the latest in collecting news, talk a little bit of drama, and also have some other announcements for you guys tonight. So anyway, I want to introduce the panel as always, and then also introduce the chat. I would love to do that. So first and foremost, right over here, this way. From Wayne Manor North, we have Mr. Dan DePaul with us.
Hey, everybody. Good to be back after an exciting auction week last week. It's been awesome seeing everybody get their stuff in, and glad to be here. And hopefully we get some people in the chat telling us about what they think.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
We also have Mr. Jeff Morris with us as always.
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well.
Doing great. We also have from the Secret Sanctuary, Mr. Jeff Delaney with us.
Hey, guys. Nice to be back.
Thanks for being here. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Eric B. in the house.
Hey, guys. It's good to be on the show and away from Facebook with all the Vin Diesel memes going around.
Did you see that one I posted with Alfred?
Yes.
No.
That was good.
Yeah, it's like, here's some cookies for all the people that are having to deal with all those damn memes. You know, it's like, here's a break from all the memes.
It's like an overload.
I'm going to make this show a tribute to somebody that we lost. Richard Donner passed away. And obviously a lot of people associate him, at least for me, they associate him with Superman. And, you know, we are comic book geeky people here. And so definitely that name hits hard for some of us. But also he did some other movies as well, including The Goonies, which I didn't really remember that he had done The Goonies. Do you guys have a favorite Richard Donner movie?
Ooh, I have to say Superman 1.
Yeah.
Yep, Superman 1.
And then after that, Lethal Weapon, probably.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon. And did he do all of them or just the first one?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But anyway, that's
I think
sad
he
news.
did too. Because I think there's a version of his cut in the set for Superman 2. So I think he did both of them.
I think so.
They did The Omen, which is a great horror movie if you like.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I forgot he did that one too. It's just amazing. Sometimes you're like, you associate one movie with him, but then you're like, oh yeah, he did that, and he did that, and he did that. So anyway, so how are you guys doing today?
Great.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Good.
Not too bad.
You survived the auction, which is good. Anything coming in real soon with you guys? I know one thing that's been kind of controversial is the Sideshow Bane. And how many of you have that one coming in? All right, the Jeffs. All right, the Jeffs and Chris. And so the weird thing is like that was supposed to ship like Friday or whatever. And no, maybe even before that. I can't remember what the date was. But anyway, it said processing to ship, but then I contacted Sideshow because it hadn't shipped, and they said that there was an issue with inspections. And so they said there'd basically be a delay, and then they took off the processing payment. It went just back to regular status. Well, then over the last day or so, it said preparing to ship. And then today I got a shipping notification. I think maybe one of you got one last night. Maybe Jeff did.
Yeah.
Maybe both of you. Anyway, we got this, processing to ship. And so this morning I got the link. I clicked it, and this morning it says that the label has been created, but it hasn't shipped from UPS. So I contacted Sideshow today, and they said that everything has been sent to UPS on their end, but their system obviously hasn't processed or updated yet. So is that where you guys are at as well with the processing? Because mine still doesn't actually show, like if I click tracking, it doesn't actually have a date that it's arriving.
Mine actually, well, it's funny. In the afternoon, I got an email from UPS saying it would arrive today. And then later on, like last night around 11:20, it actually moved over to shipped. And then 1 minute later, it said delayed. So it says label created, shipped, on the way, delay.
Do you think maybe they're slowed down over from the holiday?
It could be.
Maybe.
But why is what yours says different than what mine says different from what Jeff Morris's says?
Maybe they picked up mine but didn't pick up yours. I don't know. Not sure.
So anyway, we will all have Bane eventually. I don't know.
And the funny thing is, it's in stock on the site.
Yeah, it says ships today.
Often when this happens, it's a batch, and only a certain number of people who pre-ordered will actually get it. But it's in stock.
Yeah, it's really
It
weird.
was in stock yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
So
that's why I ordered it, because I looked at it like, oh my God, it's in stock.
I know, it's crazy.
I had this $25 off coupon that was expiring at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So I actually posted in my group. I said, which of these 4 pieces should I order? I got this coupon that's about to expire. And when I saw that Bane was in stock, I went with that one.
Well, that's awesome. And I'm glad that you decided to pick it up after all. I know you were kind of debating back and forth, which is, always tricky sometimes because you're just not sure if you need it or not, but I'm glad that you ended up getting it. And I would invite you to a triple weight unboxing, but I know you're going to want to do that for your channel. So I did ask Jeff Morris, and we might, if it lines up correctly, we might do a double live unboxing with Jeff Morris. So definitely stay tuned to this channel for that, and definitely stay tuned to the Secret Sanctuary for his review and unboxing as well. I'm assuming
tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe tomorrow. I'm assuming mine might be Monday and Jeff's might be Monday. We'll see. Like I said,
I usually spends 2 or 3 days in Nashville or Memphis. So every time something comes from Sideshow, it has like a layover in Memphis or Nashville for 2 to 3 days. Which I hope it's having a good time.
That's right. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. I am going. Probably, I'm just going to plan it for Monday. If it works out with Jeff, hopefully it will. But I am leaving Tuesday for Florida, so I'm hoping that it arrives before, because that would really suck if I have to wait till I get back. And speaking of that, so I am going. That's why we're doing Rogues again tonight. We did it last week. We're doing it again tonight because basically we're going to be off for 3 weeks. Basically, I think we come back, I think the show will come back on the 28th. Let me double check. I think the 28th. So basically 3 weeks from tonight will be the next Rogues Gallery. So we'll give everybody a little time off in the meantime, but that's why we wanted to go ahead and do the show tonight. So anyway, like I said, we have lots to talk about tonight, but I do want to say hello to the folks that are here really quick. We have WXRPED. I have the Rogues Gallery comic in a glass box. Well, that's pretty great. Superman is here. Hello to you. A Brotherhood member right here. He says, this is the first time I've made it on time. So that's great. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Captain Trenchcoat, he says, hello, Bat Crew. Another member. Thank you. Thornton Applebottom is here. Dark Ranger 7 says, hey, everybody. Looking forward to another fun, positive chat about the stuff we all love. No measuring tapes allowed. And yeah, no kidding. I'm not going to get anywhere near it tonight. I don't need to be depressed. That's for sure. And Kevin just got his bat box. So thank you, Kevin. I'm really glad that you got your bat box safe and sound. Chris and Logan says, hey, Chris. Hey, everybody. Chris, this move is killing me. We should have a new video for you in September of the new room tour. Well, I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome. Love room tours. Eric's in the house. I know that guy. Let's see. We got Greg Folks in the house. Brotherhood member Bats in the Belfry. Hello to you. Conehead Collectibles. Hey, Bat fam. Just won 2 more 3 Jokers 9.8. That's awesome. I'm still waiting for my last one. It's my signature one. Taking forever. Borg Cube 1 of 2. Another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Nathan Chaffman is in the house. I believe Nathan was a winner last week.
Yep.
Ryan in the house. We've got Mike Stainbrook, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here, Mike. Nelson, what's the word? Thunderbird. Lost Digger finally made it to a live show, usually working. Got today off. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's always nice. Nicholas Capote is in the house. Matt T, another Brotherhood member. Thanks, Matt, for being here. Ashley in the house. Hello, Ashley. I don't know if Ashley's joining us. I don't know if she's on her way home from work or not.
Yeah, she said a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Impulse Collecting. David P. Murphy, another Brotherhood member. I just lost a bit on eBay for the 3 Jokers. Well, maybe they were battling it out. I've got JS in the house. Hello to you. Thank you for being a member. Game 21. David P. Murphy. Hello to you. Oh, there you go. Be there shortly. Jedi Chisel, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Bat Beast. Let's see. Edwin Diaz is here. We got Brad Ladner in the house. Another member. One day you all need to do this in Voltron outfits. Well, that would be interesting. Maybe that's our Halloween show. Got to start planning ahead for that. Just got in the Iron Studios 1/3 scale Joker. Any chance anybody is selling or looking to trade the Iron Studios 1/3 scale Batman? Oh, I bet somebody would take you up on that.
That's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you will probably trade, but still have to pay some money.
I've seen one on eBay recently, and it was like over 3,000.
Oh my gosh, was that the blue one though?
I think it was. That
The
one's
blue one-
pretty rare.
Yeah, the blue one goes for quite a bit more.
How come you never went after that one, Chris?
It just didn't speak to me.
Same.
I don't know why. It's still a great piece. I love the concept of the bat signal, but I don't know. It just never. I didn't think it was any better than any of the Prime 1 pieces I was getting at the time. I know everybody loves it, but I just it's a massive piece. It's
One
neat,
of my favorites.
yeah, I just don't. I don't know. Why did you pass, Dan? I mean, it's weird that we both. Of course, I should know that we both passed on it because we're so much alike. But what was it about it that you didn't like?
If I'm being honest, the pose. It just struck me as strange. I don't know why. I'm a stickler for anatomy, and there did something about the pose just didn't sit right with me. And I know, like you said, people love the statue, and if you love it, awesome, great. It's a cool looking piece. Like you, I love the bat signal concept. I love the one with the graffiti on it, the Joker graffiti, and the whole bit. I just think the pose always struck me as a little weird.
It has a bit of an awkward feel.
Yep.
To it in photos. I've never seen one in person.
Same here. Yep.
Same here.
It's got like a kind of like just before you're going to fall.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Have you seen that one next to the new Joker, the new Iron Studios Joker? I don't think I've seen any pictures together.
No.
I haven't.
No.
Because I would think it's like way taller than Joker. Because Joker's pretty low profile, down low. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they look together.
I saw the black one in person. I wasn't crazy about the Joker graffiti all over the bat signal. I don't know. It didn't look good to me.
To me, it makes it kind of look cheap.
Yeah,
I think that's just on the lens, though. You can actually remove the lens if you want to get rid of
Oh,
it.
you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. We've got Elijah Mack in the house. Midnight Dip is here. Not John Cena. Let's see. We got A Montoya. So same deal with their Bane. Team Mitchell, Brotherhood member, is in the house. Nelson's asking, I have a question. If I have PayPal but not family and friends, would that be enough to purchase something?
You mean from the auction show?
I'm not sure if that's what he means or not.
Usually, if someone isn't going to pay friends and family, then the seller asks you to add on an extra 4% to cover the PayPal costs.
You know, I was thinking of that as I was shipping everything out, and I actually don't mind if somebody pays, regular, goods and services. One, it provides their address automatically, so the system automatically generates it, so you don't have to sit there and make sure you don't make a typo.
Mhm.
And the second thing is, we should be watching out because a lot of people are getting their PayPal accounts, frozen for selling, family and friends. So something to take into consideration.
Say Jim Mint is one of the ones that have put some videos out about that very topic, about people just losing money, and so it's something to definitely consider. And I don't know if that's why, because PayPal and eBay separated, so I don't know if that's kind of why. If there's even eBay was fed up with PayPal, because now all that money just goes right into your account. It doesn't go through a second party. So it's really weird what's going on. I don't know if maybe PayPal got too big for their britches, and I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with them. But anyway,
I can tell you that in the comic book world, at least when it comes to Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, there's very little use of friends and family there. The seller takes the hit, and it's just accepted that way. And you price your books to accommodate that increase, that percentage. So I don't know. It never even comes up in the comic book world. You just don't use friends and family.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. I got we do that here for the auctions just because we know each other, unless people do want to pay that fee. But it's interesting. It's interesting, again, the different worlds, how different people react.
Well, there's an argument. You can see it both ways, because there's a theory that if you're taking the hit and you're not putting it on the buyer, then the buyer might bid more.
Yeah.
Because they're not taking on that hit.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. It's interesting. I do also want to just announce real quick. So I am one sub away from 28K.
Wow.
Okay. One sub from 28K. Whenever we get to 28K, I will be announcing the 30K giveaway. I have it sitting right here beside me, and I might do that live on the show. So
tonight.
If that goes up to 28, I am going to do another video too to give you the details. But if we get to 28K tonight, which again, hopefully we will, I will show you what I will be giving away in that 20K giveaway or 30K giveaway.
Awesome.
I'll go ask my wife to sub real quick. Hold on.
Yes, please do that. Yeah, go ahead. I'll take it. I'll take it. We got Ro Moreno in the house. Let's see. Superman says, does anybody know the ES on the J&D Harley Quinn?
888.
No, I think it was like $12.95, wasn't it? Wasn't it really high?
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like
out that fast.
Yeah.
Let me
I
see.
want to say it was over $1,200, like $12.95.
Wow.
Because everybody was like, "Whoa, that's way more than they've ever done before."
And that's $2,100 a pop. Anybody want to do the math?
Wow. $4 million.
We have a big thank you to Mr. Jeff Morris for responding to my email regarding the WB Studio Store Batman Forever Sonar Batarang. A true gentleman. So that was nice of them to say. Thank you for
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for helping. 3D World is here. We've got Rick Cruz. Oh, we've got the amazing Jetta Patrol in the house. Life-size Thanos prediction. That bust was so big, I can't even imagine the full-size, life-size one. Let's see. We've got J. Rob from Detroit Rock City. We've got Tin Man in the house. We've got Sick Mansion in the house. What's up? Let's go. Let's see. We've got Nelson Ortega. Max is in the house. We've got Metal Guy 666. I don't want to miss anybody here. Let me get down here. He says, I wasn't looking to trade the Joker for the Batman. I just need a Batman 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Keep looking. They do pop up from time to time. I do see them.
Especially the black one.
Yeah, especially the black one. I think I've seen the blue one come up maybe twice, and it's expensive.
It was expensive when it first came out.
It was.
When Prime One was selling stuff for $9.99, that thing was like $15.99, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds
It was
right.
very
Yeah.
expensive. It was on Sideshow for a while.
I was interested, and I thought that price is just nutty.
Now what do you think?
Yeah, right.
Now you're about to.
I know. Hindsight, right? Conehead Collectible says only 30 likes. Yeah, smash that like button for me, guys. Thank you very much. 125 people already watching and 20 minutes in. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very, very much. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody before we move on. We've got Poor Boy in the house. Hello to you. Kickback says, I've completed my Deathstroke through Prime in April, and it still says label created. Is that normal? Just throwing this out there for some advice. Yikes.
Wow.
You ordered direct? Here's what might have happened, Kickback. Did you ask for your shipment held for lower shipping cost? Because that is an option that Prime One does. So you might check with them to see if you might have clicked that label or clicked that box or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that's an option when you order, or if you have to like contact them or not. I'm not sure.
Or it could be on a slow boat. It might have shipped and they just didn't get the shipping notification.
It could be. Theo Holiday's Explorers Club, I love that, is here with us. Chris and Logan says, smashed like as always. Thank you very much. Kickback says, unfortunately, no. Gee, many Christmas.
Wow.
April.
That's crazy.
Collector's Therapy says, tracking says Sideshow Bane will come in Friday for me, hoping it stays that way. Well, congratulations. Again, I don't understand why some people got an actual date.
You would think it's expensive as their shipping is. They'd be on the ball trying to get it out at least.
I wish they'd just let me come pick it up.
I know. I mean, you just put your flip-flops on in your bathrobe, go next door, ring the doorbell, go pick it up.
Just open the window and yell.
Yeah. It's like, hello. Them and their darn FedEx or UPS protocols, whatever.
Yeah, man.
So I think I've said hello just about to everybody. Again, thanks everybody for being here. And again, please smash that like button. Let's talk a little bit about the auction. So how do you guys think that went?
I thought it went great. I thought it was our best one yet. I feel like we're just getting better at it.
I do too. It was a lot of fun. We had a great participation. One thing that did come up was that we had some people that were angry with us about shipping internationally.
Yep.
And I tried to explain, and we talked about it privately, that we believe us. We want to ship internationally. We do not want to exclude anyone. That's not what we're here for. But right now, when we have shipped things overseas, the prices have been just asinine. Like it is just absolutely insane. And so, unless somebody's wanting to pay, if we send a statue and they want to pay, or something, or even a CGC and they want to pay $200 for it to be shipped.
Right.
I just can't see people wanting to do that.
Exactly.
Is that kind of how you guys feel about it too?
Yeah.
I think that's how we feel, but then in the groups they were saying, no, we're used to paying those shipping prices.
Right.
We'll pay them. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be possible with statues, just because how they they vary from size and weight. But like I was telling some of the guys in the groups, maybe for like CGCs or something that's consistent, maybe we can try to figure out a system to where we could ship certain things. At least I'm going to try to do it.
Yeah. And go ahead. Sorry.
What I was going to say is, one of the things that I thought about afterwards was, because you can't just get a shipping rate for everywhere. It's just too difficult. So I guess if somebody were to make full payment,
yeah, that's a good point.
On the item, and maybe even, what the U.S. shipping is, and then we have to come back and settle the difference between the U.S. shipping and whatever the international is, because it's going to be at least what the U.S. shipping is, right? That way we know that the buyer is committed and everybody's in, and, because what would be not so fun is you say, oh, well, it's $100 to ship that CGC, and they say, oh, well, then forget it, that's too high. And, now other people that would have liked to have that book and won the book, have lost out. We have the headache of, unwinding everything. It just becomes, an issue. But if they're committed that way, okay.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And like we said, maybe if we consider the CGCs or the comic books something that's small, but like the likelihood of us ever doing a statue is probably not very realistic because it's just stupid expensive.
Yep.
You know, so it's just crazy. Somebody subscribed to BSC. I'll check it here. Let's see where we're at. Oh, 28001.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, there we
Eric's
go.
wife?
So thank you for getting us over 28K. Here in a bit, before we do photos, I will show you the box over here of what I'm giving away. I also want to say hello to Ashley.
Hey.
Hi, and I have corn.
Yeah, she's now that is the actual corn. That was the actual corn.
Did you really sign it?
I did sign it. I did. I was asked to sign it, so it's signed. And that was the official one from that infamous Iron Studios Batmobile episode. So thank you very much again. That was in Ashley's Bat box. So thank you.
Are you going to get that corn graded?
I was thinking about it. I'm sure it's like a 9.8, maybe a 9.7 because there's a tiny tear. So
that is edition size 1-to-1, so it is very, very rare. And anyway, what did you think of the Bat box? Did you like it?
it was great. It was really cool. I liked the little Catwoman figure and the stickers and stuff. So you included stickers and a little like Brotherhood of the Bat pin that's actually attached to my work bag now.
It's a real pin. It's like a 3D pin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then the comic books, and then which is cool. And then the Batwoman book, which was really cool. So that's on my list after I finished Deceased.
There you go.
So,
what did you think of the Batman statue collector comic book cover?
It made me laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder how long this took to like think up, because it was kind of cool. It fit. Really
an artist made that for me. Actually, I have another artist doing another one as well, something similar. But I thought, how great
serious.
How great would those be in the Bat boxes? So anyway, that's what that is. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. So I'm really glad that you got it. Okay, that's awesome. And again, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There were a lot of items in that box. If I can just go back. Ashley posted a picture on Facebook. Was that the box that it came in? The picture that you posted?
It wasn't.
So the box was like this big, and then there was items inside the box that were like this big. I'm like, how did that fit in that box? It's like
you should have seen me try to maneuver the box with the stuff in it, because I looked over at Bryce and he's like, and he's like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, I'm trying to like do the photo thing. He's like, go get that box over there. That makes more sense. And I'm like, okay, that makes more sense.
That makes sense. I thought Chris was doing magic or something.
Well, and that's been the thing. Is like, I didn't even know, because I think I sent out the original 6 or 7 Bat boxes, and all of them are different size boxes because I put different things in them. Like I have some like core things, but like there's certain things that are different in everybody's box. And so like everybody gets the stickers and the pins and that stuff. But yeah, I couldn't remember if that was the size box because they've all been different. So
yeah, it was a little like Wilson box. I think it was it a Wilson box?
It probably.
And so and you know, to do the camera on that and try to get the angles just wasn't working. So I just grabbed the Amazon box and did it that way. That way I could get as much as I could. So
it fooled me.
It was magic. Yes.
Wow.
I need to rethink it for my international Bat boxes, because I sent one and it was over $60.
Wow.
Again, to ship a small box. So I'm like, maybe I need to rethink how I'm going to do that. But anyway,
does it go by weight or size?
Both.
Okay. Yes, and that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Anyway, we'll get back to Chris Logan. He says, I got my CGC book. Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much. Really glad that it got here. Okay. And again, thanks for participating. Dan, I know you got all your stuff out. Did you hear from your folks?
I did. Yeah. And actually just heard from one in the chat, heard from a couple others in the group. So yeah, it's gone well. One person I haven't heard from yet is Randolph. titler. So he bought the statue. So he bought the Joker statue. I haven't heard from him yet, but everything seems to be have gone successful.
That's great.
Yeah.
David P. Murphy, another member that got the bat box, says my box contents was way more than expected. Really awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know if I was putting enough stuff in or if I should do different things.
No, it was great. It was perfect amount. It's great.
Okay, good. Oh, Brad says my box came and it has some coal. Yeah, a box of coal for Brad.
Probably deserved it.
That's pretty awesome. So anyway, I know that I sent one statue to Dan. What do you think of the Harley Quinn?
I love it. What a great piece. It is larger than I expected.
Yeah.
So that was, very true. It's definitely a bigger piece.
So
and
can I ask? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
question.
go ahead.
I noticed something in your picture. Why does she have like a mark under her lip? Is that part of the design, like the makeup?
I think it's just the makeup. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got kind of a smeared look in areas.
I think it's supposed to be like shadows.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you like it. That was awesome. How about the rest of you? How did you do, Jeff Delaney? Did you sell any of your CGCs?
I did not. I'm learning that auctions on the Batman Statue Collectors YouTube channel better be either statues or comics in the last 20 years or so. Otherwise, not going to happen. But I have moved all of the items that I had for sale onto my website. So if anybody wants to take another look, they can look there.
I think it's just, on auction shows, I think a lot of times it's like somewhat smaller disposable income. I mean, sometimes we might get up to $200 or $300 for things.
Right.
I think sometimes when I don't know. I think it has to be the right buyer at the right time.
Sure.
Which that's just it. So
yeah.
Let's see. Scott says, "Do you consider auctioning items to us in Canada? I know shipping rates are kind of crazy right now, and that's something that we might consider, Scott, for the future auction. Again, especially if it's a comic book or a CGC or something. You just be willing. You'd have to know that the shipping costs will be quite a bit higher." Archangel said, "Dan, did you get what I sent you? I was worried UPS wasn't going to ship it because it kept vibrating."
Jeez.
No, I was actually relieved it was confiscated by Homeland Security before it could arrive my doorstep.
Nelson says, "Chris, let Ashley know where she can buy some of those special batteries for the grappling gun." I included the batteries. Does it work okay?
Yes, it's good. I have a video coming up for you, and if you want to put it on the channel, that's fine.
Sure, absolutely. How about the other video project, the secret project?
I'm working on a schedule conflict right now with that individual. He's got drill this weekend, so he's prepping for PT. So we're thinking maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday we'll finish it up.
Well, you can still send it to me even when I'm on. I was just telling them I'm going to be gone for about a week and a half to Florida, starting on Tuesday. So you could still email it or Google Drive it to me.
Okay.
Try to get it up
cool.
For everybody to see because it's going to be really fun.
It's going to be a long video.
That's awesome.
Does it include Durden? Because if it includes Durden,
I'll make sure that Durden's included. Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, there we go. I'm saving for the next auction. Well, that's great. That's awesome. So we've been doing about one a month ish. So we'll talk about what we have. I don't know if we're to the dredges. I know these gentlemen keep pulling out stuff left and right. Like, wow, where'd you get that stuff? So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, anything else you want to say about the auction, Dan? Or anybody else?
No, I think we've covered it. I was just glad everybody had a good time. And like I said, I feel like we're just getting better at it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
How about you, Eric? You had some.
So I had both CGCs were sent out. I know Matt received his. He gave me feedback. I met up with Martin locally. I dropped off the statue to him. I didn't get to meet him in person. He was at work, but I dropped off the statue to his wife. And then Nathan, I believe his is being delivered on Friday. That the Batman PF. So
that's awesome.
Good times.
I'm glad that yours went well. And I know Mr. Morris, you sold a bunch of your statues, which is a long time coming. How did that feel?
It was good. I sold 2 of the ones I showed. So I still have a couple for sale.
Which ones do you still have?
The Ben Affleck Sideshow, Batman, premium format, and Batwoman. Had somebody interested in Batwoman, then they backed out.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you. Oh, go ahead,
Chris. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jeff Delaney. You mentioned today in the group that the statue that I won from Chris in the auction, that you have one available for sale still.
I do, and it's the exclusive.
Which includes what?
It includes record albums that are scattered over the base. They're actually sleeves with records that you can remove.
Wow. I want my money back.
I know, no kidding. I didn't even know there was an exclusive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So Dan loves his. So if you're interested in purchasing, do you have a price point on that? I know it's not our auction show, but let's plug it.
I think it's $2.99, but it's detective27.com is my website.
Okay. Yeah. So that's Detective Comics.
It's very surprising in person to see it, because I was very surprised how big and nice it looks.
It's heavy, and the other interesting part of that statue is it's with the exception of the record player and the record albums, it's all one piece. The portrait's not detachable, the hands aren't detachable, it's all one piece, so there's no seam lines. It looks gorgeous, and it's affixed to the base, so it doesn't even come off the base.
That's crazy.
So it's very solid, really nice piece.
I'm just glad you got it okay. Like I said, I hadn't opened it. It was still sealed, and so I was really nervous that there'd be an issue with it, but I'm really glad that
nothing.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Thanks for mentioning that, Dan.
Sure thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if we can get some sales going Secret Sanctuary's way. He needs some statue money, folks.
Yeah. I have a new acquisition.
Let's see what you got. Hold on. Let me.
This is Batman Annual number 4 from 1962.
Oh, wow. 8.0.
Wow.
Wow.
And this wasn't very expensive. This was like $150.
Really?
Wow.
Well, because it's an 8.0. If it was a 9.4, it'd be a lot more than that.
But still, that old. That's
Did
crazy.
you sell a giant size Batman?
I sold one to Ashley. Yes.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah,
and I'm very proud of it.
That's not only a giant, which she got the highest graded copy on the planet.
That's cool.
That is really cool. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this one's pretty cool too.
Yes.
Brad said he's got a copy, but his is 11. So
nice. That's hard to find.
That's very, very difficult to find at that price. What would you call that? Gem Mint Plus?
Yeah.
Super Gem Mint. I don't know exactly what you would say there.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
I have that Batman giant comic book in a glass case. And it's no one's allowed to touch it. No one's allowed to go near it. No, but it was so funny. So Bryce and I looked at it. It was so funny. Bryce and I looked at it the day that you had featured it. And it was so funny. Bryce was like, this is a great gift. I think I want to get it for you. And then you said the price point. And he was like, I can't get that for you. And I was like, I'm on this. I got this. And so it came to the house. I never told him that I got it, because that's how I am. And so I opened it in front of him, and he was like, how much did that cost? I was like, it cost $5. And then I put it away.
Where you slowly creep out the back, right?
Yeah. And I was like, and I just put it there, and he's like, yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. And I'm sure was it hard for you to part with that particular one?
Yeah, all the Batman 80-page giants are really fun to have, and they're impossible to find in that condition. And it was probably a good investment on Ashley's part, because that and many other comics this year, for some reason, have gone kind of crazy. So I'm sure that that particular issue has escalated in value.
Yeah, and it's really great. And I did research on that, and you're right. There's not very many in that good of a condition, and I love it. And like I said, nobody's allowed to go near the case. Nobody's allowed to go near it at all. I kind of freak out when people get close to the case. So if my brother comes over, well, you may not see him again.
So Ashley, I couldn't help but notice the poster behind you. I know you went to some type of Scream convention.
I did. I went to Mad Monster. I don't know if you guys have have gone to that, if you know what that is. But it's called Mad Monster Convention, and it's basically like a horror convention. So Scream was my first horror flick to see when I was 8.
Oh wow.
And my mom allowed me to watch it. So it was kind of like a little special moment because the convention, it's kind of like a side point. The convention took place right across the street where we spread her ashes. Yeah, and so it was really cool. So on the poster, we've got Matthew Lillard. On this side, we got Jamie Kennedy. And then right here, we got Skeet Ulrich. And Skeet was really cool. And I met Felissa Rose and like I said, I think, Chris, you knew this, the chick the first girl that was killed in Jaws, Susan. I can't pronounce her last name.
I don't know her last name, but yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Really sweet lady. And then I guess JP Souls was there. So that was kind of cool. They had a lot of people out there. So it was great to be in a convention again and be around people and everything. But yeah, this is the poster. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Well, speaking of conventions, like I got some really good news and then it came crashing down really quick. So I got a press pass for the Dallas Fan Expo. It feels like they've changed the name 3 times. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but it's their fan event. And they had some great celebrity guests, but I was really excited about the comic book guests. David Finch is going to be there, Jason Fabok, and many others that I've never met that I was so excited. I'm like, yes, I finally get to go. And it's in September. But about a week and a half ago, my uncle passed away. And he died of cancer, and it went really quick. We were just in Colorado, and we got a chance to see him and talk to him, and then he went downhill 2 weeks later and passed. But his funeral, basically, his celebration of life, is going to be that same weekend as that event. So I will be in Colorado instead. But anyway, I was like, oh, I'm so excited about finally meeting Jason Fabok, especially. But it is what it is. So, but like you said, it is nice that these conventions are getting going again, and people can actually interact with their favorite stars or creators and things like that. So, anyway, congratulations, you got to go.
Thanks, Chris. I'm sorry though. That's a bummer.
That's all right.
I will say that David Finch, I have been in a line for David Finch. I've got David Finch's autograph. We waited 2+ hours just for a signature.
Oh, wow.
And the line wasn't that long. What he ends up doing, and I don't know if any of you guys have met him.
Yep.
He ends up drawing.
Yep, he does.
So the drawing could take forever. And if you have all these people that want a drawing, you just have to sit and wait. And I really wish they would have done it differently. Like if you were getting a signature, you could just get the signature and go instead of wait forever and a day for the drawing to be done. Like maybe have certain times to do the drawings. So yeah, it was a really long wait for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad you got to meet him. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cool experience too.
It was really cool.
Superman's asking about Eric. How about you, bud? Any updates on New York Comic Con?
Yes. I thought the tickets went on sale in June. It was just to update your fan verification. Tickets are going on sale July 11th, I believe, and I will be purchasing tickets. I hope to get them. I've been lucky the last 4 or 5 years getting them, so I will hopefully be there this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you get to go, you've agreed to do some like event tour footage for us. So that's going to be really exciting to kind of live through Eric. If we the rest of us that can't go, are any of the rest of you going to try to go?
I may be going.
Okay,
really?
All right.
Cool. Chris, how come you don't fly out?
Me?
Yeah.
When is it?
It's usually like the first week of October. So like October 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around there.
Yep.
Well, in the chat later, let me know how you get tickets.
And usually David Finch is there.
Yeah.
Was that how you look? Or Fabric? I don't know if Fabic's there.
That'd be amazing. I've got some things I haven't announced publicly yet. I'm going to announce here soon that I have going on in August. And then possibly in October is when actually we're going to be coming to New York anyway, because my boys haven't been to New York to do a couple days there, and then my nephew plays for Yale. So this is the first year he's actually going to get to play, because last year with the pandemic they didn't play at all.
Wow.
So we're planning on taking that trip back east. So maybe it'll line up. That'd be pretty incredible if it does. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. So I would love to meet you guys. It's crazy. We talk to each other all the time. We haven't met. So that'd be amazing if we can.
Well,
if all the stars.
Hopefully,
align.
Dan, you can make it. Dan, be great.
I've been a few times. Went in 2019. Obviously not last year, but if I can get tickets, I'm going.
That'd be awesome.
Chris, if you have any extra press passes, shoot them my way so I can get in a little bit earlier.
Maybe I should just go ahead and apply and see what I can get. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be a Thursday. I don't know if I could get it. Go there on a Thursday. That's the only thing.
The press pass is only on Thursday?
Yeah, the whole point is get in there early so you can film before the crowd comes in.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'll push everybody out of the way and film. Don't worry.
That's right. That's right. I love it. That's right. Well, and that's the thing is, I wonder if I could get a press pass and just have you be my cameraman, and then you still get a pass.
Yeah, you could do that. I've done it in the past with guys that own like booths. Like I'm helping the guy with the booth carry his stuff in. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, maybe we'll figure this out. This will be really exciting. So you'll be the official BSC crew. I love it. That'll be awesome.
I'm going to a small show in a couple of weeks.
What are you going
Torpedo?
to?
I talked about Torpedo Con the last show.
Yeah.
And it turns out that I am going to be able to go to that. We're going to delay our vacation one day, and I'm going to go on the Saturday. So that should be really fun. It's at the Palladium in Los Angeles, and it's all comic book dealers, but there are some amazing artists and writers that are scheduled to appear, including Donnie Cates, Nick Spencer, Mark Brooks, some guy named Jim Lee.
Oh my God.
Some guy named Frank Miller.
Jeez.
Scott Williams, Tim Vigil.
Oh wow.
Bill Sienkiewicz, or however you pronounce his name. Brian Azzarello. All those guys are going to be there. So it's a 3-day show, but I'm just going to be there on Saturday.
That's awesome.
Maybe I need to fly there too.
Yeah. It'll be all the big comic dealers will be there. Metropolis Comics will be there. Bedrock City out of Houston will be there.
Oh, wow.
Brown Cracker Comics will be there. It's going to be a fun show.
Jim Lee's on my top 3 of artists I haven't met. So that would be. I've met Brian Azzarello a couple times. He's a nice guy.
Cool.
Met Mark Brooks. He's really cool because he'll talk, like he's done a lot for Sideshow. So he'll talk about kind of the process, and that was a lot of fun talking to him.
Yeah.
So anyway, that'd be really cool. Sorry, Brad. I just saw Brad's comment. For anyone who cares, will be appearing with ID credentials at the Costco this Sunday.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that.
Wait. Which Costco though?
Yeah, which Costco?
Are you handing out samples?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I heard those are coming back. I just had an announcement. Costco's coming back with the samples.
Nice.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, speaking of New York, speaking of conventions, let's talk a little bit about Sideshow Con because that's coming up here real soon in the next, few weeks, right?
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, normally it would be San Diego Comic-Con right around July, right?
Correct, yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think this is going to be similar to Sideshow Con last year, which the first one was a bit of a dud. We've all talked about that. The second one got better. But still, what do you guys think? Do you think this will be a bigger event, or do you think that they will still focus on some of their smaller vinyl-y type things? Do you think this will be bigger than what New York is? Do you think New York will be small like it usually is? What do you guys think?
I'm curious, are they going to be at New York? Have you seen the list of exhibitors, Eric?
Not yet. That's the thing. I'm wondering, like, who's even going to be there?
I think that they've said they're going to be there. I think that they announced a schedule. I'm pretty sure they said they're going to be at New York.
I mean,
I
at
hope-
this point, it's who's willing to fly out there. I mean, like I hope we get a lot of artists and guests and statue companies.
So they haven't really announced anything yet.
No, I'm assuming. I mean, it kind of like trickles in every year as the months get closer and closer.
get closer.
So hopefully, should be hearing something soon.
Nice. Well, that's exciting. So again, what do you guys think? Do you think it'll be exactly like it has been, or do you think it'll be something different?
I hope it's different.
I expect nothing more than what we got last year, and
Yeah.
I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, the bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The shaky camera,
Yeah.
bad
Yep.
quality.
yep.
Well,
The Hello Kitty.
we got Bane last year. We got the Chris Reeves Superman last year.
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer last year. But if they're going to do a 5-day event, they can't cover those. They can only spend so much time on that before they have to fill it with something.
It needs to be a 2-day event,
Yeah.
Yeah.
max.
Agreed.
You know what it is? It's like a catch-22. So like we're so used to all these companies pumping out all these statues, and then you look at Sideshow and like, oh, they're only releasing a few, but at least Sideshow delivers on time to where everybody else, it's like, well, how are they going to deliver all these statues on time? So it's like, I don't know. Even if we see a few, I guess that's great.
Do you think though that like you look at the next level event from Prime One, you look at what Queen Studios put together for their presentation at Wonderfest. Do you feel like they're just like, we can't compete with that, so we're going to focus on some of these other things? Do you think that's kind of where they're at, or do you think their mentality's changed? I just don't know. It's so I don't know how they can compete with what else is out there.
I don't think they care if they compete.
Yeah.
I think it's a different strategy. I don't think they want to show us what they're going to be doing over the next 5 years. I mean, what Prime One has shown us is going to take forever to release. And I don't know that Sideshow thinks that would benefit them to reveal what they have on dock for 2024.
Yeah.
All that will do is engender a lot of frustrated collectors saying, when is this going up for PO? So I think it's a different strategy.
That's a good point. I will say that Sideshow still gets their stuff out way quicker than anybody else. I was filming a video and I was talking about this display here, and the fact that this Harley Quinn that's supposed to be right here is over 3 years now. That's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I know COVID and everything else, but other companies have been able to get their stuff out. There have been delays, sure, but I mean, how fast did they get out Silver Surfer? I mean, what did we see it? Did we see him in September? And now it's July, and we have him in hand. We're getting Bane in hand.
It's true.
So it could be. I mean, again, we don't know the inside information. We don't know if it's a factory issue or whatever. But good Lord, guys, 3 years.
Yeah. And I'm becoming impatient with Sideshow kind of right now. And I know Sideshow's really good with stuff. I've ordered from Sideshow, but I ordered a print and expected it to be here. And it's not. Hasn't even shipped. So it's a little disappointing. When everybody seems to get their prints the same one, and I have yet to hear anything.
That's frustrating.
Yep, very.
Matt T says Hush Batcave was one of the fastest Prime One pieces in a long time. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just like made that a priority.
Hasn't arrived yet.
That's true. Yeah, it's
Just saying.
it's summer. Yeah, not in America anyway.
And what is it, City Slickers? The day ain't over yet.
Day ain't
Okay,
over
just just wait, man.
Brad says every time somebody mentions Silver Surfer, I'm just bored. Ba-dum-cha.
Nice.
Oh man,
That
Horrible and funny.
was funny but lame. I love it.
funny but lame.
So yeah, it seems like all Sideshow pieces hit at once. Bane, Silver Surfer, Superman Call to Action all came available at once to ship. So a lot of people are still waiting for Deja Thoris, which makes me think that it's a lot of batches.
Yeah, that's a batch issue for sure. But that's got to be really disappointing because it was a couple of years for that piece before I got it. So I feel really bad for those that don't have it yet.
So that part's frustrating. So anyway, it sounds like the collective group, even everybody in the chat, is kind of like our expectations are zero. So anything better, I will say to Sideshow's credit that the second event they did, the footage was a lot better. It wasn't like on Wi-Fi, which that first one was like awful quality. We recommended on this show to film some of these things ahead of time, make it seem like it's live, and that's what they did, and it looked a lot better. Because again, their job is to sell their art. So it's like you want to present it in the best possible. So they learned and they listened to the community, I think. But I don't know. I just don't know how you can top Wonderfest or Next Level, because those events have been phenomenal.
Well, I think it'll be exciting to see Dr. Doom.
Yes.
I think it'll be exciting to see Storm. We've seen images, of course, but we haven't seen video of her.
Yep.
And then we're probably going to get a new Batman villain probably. We're probably going to get maybe even another X-Men piece, probably a new Court of the Dead piece, probably another surprise piece like Deja Thoris was, just something out of the blue. I mean, if you think about it, how many new pieces do they have to present for it to be successful, a good show? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they're really, and we'll look at the photos here in just a bit, but they've been doing a lot of movie pieces, a lot of like older horror pieces and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I could see them definitely focusing on some of that, which is really what the core of Sideshow used to be. Like, they were horror based. They had a lot of horror and classic movie type characters when they first started out. So maybe they're kind of going back to their roots a little bit and given pieces that they've never made before, quite frankly, that no one's made, like the Hammer Dracula. I mean, that's phenomenal, and it looks good too.
There's a convention out here like the one that Ashley described, but out here it's called Monster Palooza, and Sideshow usually sets up at that show, but they set up their more monster related merchandise. So I could see them showing those Hammer pieces. If they don't show them in San Diego, they'll probably show them in Monster Palooza, which is moved to the fall.
Dave Igo usually attends that one for some of his personal stuff, so I'm sure Dave will be there unless they're busy. Somebody mentioned Tweeterhead earlier. I have not heard anything. I haven't heard from Chad in about a month. I don't know if you have, Jeff. I don't know if they're busy with things, but usually this time of year he's prepping for an event like San Diego. I don't know if they ever go to New York or not. I don't think they do.
No. They haven't done anything except San Diego. I talked to him about a week ago. I didn't ask about conventions, but I'd be surprised if he's doing any conventions this year. I've tried to convince him to go to WonderCon in past years. Didn't happen this year, of course, but that's a nice big show, but it's not as big as San Diego, and I think that he would get more attention there. I think he maybe gets a little lost in the shuffle at San Diego because it's such a huge hall. But yeah, no, I think they're concentrating on production and getting stuff out, but I don't think they'll be in any shows.
Well, maybe they don't feel like they need to right now because they've been so successful.
Things are going well.
Yeah, things are going well. So they don't necessarily need to promote. That's what they have us for that. So it's like, that's right. I would love to see definitely a Batman villain. I think we'll definitely see a new Batman. I think that's almost a given that we'll see it. I'm going to predict a Daniel Bell. I just have this feeling I just think that they will do that. But man, surely, don't you guys think they'll do a villain? Surely.
Yep.
We're still waiting on that teased Daniel Bell Batman villain.
Oh, no.
So,
well, that and I'm still waiting on Penguin, and then I don't think they'll do a Riddler. I thought that they would, but I don't think they're going to do one.
I personally, and I'm going to go back with what Dave Igo said when he was on the show, that their MO is monsters. And so I think the most likely would be a Two-Face.
Yep. I think that's a good guess.
I really do, because, he could be horrific with his, his scarring. I don't think that they'll, again, this is just me. I don't think they'll ever do a Clayface. I don't think they'll do a Man-Bat.
They should though. I think Man-Bat could really be something cool. The wingspan and everything, if they do it right, I think they could pull it off really nicely.
It would look a lot like their Nightmare Batman did.
It
yeah,
would.
and
I know.
that's kind of,
Yeah.
but I mean, maybe in a little more detail.
And I would not even mind like PVC wings if they did that. Like I
Yeah.
know that could be tricky, but I would not mind that at all. So anyway, that's what I would love to see. I don't really have any other predictions. How about you guys? Anything else you would really either predict that you'll see or would love to see?
Nightcrawler. I think we'll see a Nightcrawler.
So, last year they presented Starfire. I think they might maybe continue to tap into the Teen Titans line, and hopefully maybe we'll see like a Raven.
Oh, that'd be popular. I think.
Since they like to do females,
I think Raven has a pretty big following,
Mm-hmm.
just in general.
Yeah.
How about you, Dan? Anything you would love to see?
Love to see. I mean, I'm not going to get what I'd love to see. So, either a quarter scale penguin or a quarter scale Clayface. But I don't think we'll see him. I wonder if they don't do a Nightwing.
I think that is most likely what they would do.
Yeah.
I don't know how well Robin sold. So I'm sure that was going to be kind of the judge to see.
I think Nightwing would sell better than Robin, though.
I do too. And I think Red Hood would sell better than Robin. Because he's got quite, got quite with the brown jacket. I think he would do well as well. But again, people aren't asking as much for the heroes; they're asking for the villains.
Right.
So, no brainer to me. But again, I'm not Sideshow.
the fact that we're still waiting on Prime 1 to release that Fabric Penguin has me wondering if it's really hard to get like licensing issues with Penguin, or maybe there's something else going on. So I'm like wondering now, like probably just won't see him from Sideshow if that's the case. If it's,
I have heard Penguin's still on the docket, and we'll see him in the fall at Next Level 3.
okay.
So I trust that information. I think that we will. I think that, like you said, they just have too much on their docket, which again, if they show Fabric in the fall, we won't get him until 2026. So that's pretty frustrating, but is what it is, I guess.
I mean, with the popularity of the Pattinson Batman movie coming out, and Riddler is supposedly the main villain, it would be a no-brainer to make a Riddler statue at this point.
That's why I thought, they would do one, but I just don't see them doing it. I don't think it would sell very well. But I mean, if they go with the Hush version, maybe, but I just don't see it go. That was not me this time. Gunner's sleeping and Durden's in the other room. But I just don't realistically. I just don't see it happening.
Jeff Moritz, what do you think? Anything on your list?
Well, some more villains would be really nice. I could see a Nightwing. They did have that print recently of Nightwing. I kind of felt like that might be a little foreshadowing.
Do you remember in the old days when they came out with that great Rogues Gallery print, and everybody thought, "Oh, how great would that be if they did all of those villains on this side?"
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Think that's over? Do you think we'll actually still get them?
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's over. I think they could really, if they just did a classic Riddler, considering how good the clothing looks on that Superman Call to Action, they could do. I mean, the Riddler would be great, and it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't bother me if it was mixed media.
Right.
Right.
So I'm looking at that print right now, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, we're going to see, because every design on the print matches the designs we were seeing on the statues. But I think it kind of it might be a little bit over, because the Bane looks like the older Bane, not the newer one.
Right.
So that the time may have passed on that opportunity. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Someone in the chat mentioned a Killer Croc by Daniel Bill. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Bigger or a little. I don't think I've seen it in person, but it looks small. The base looks huge, but he looks small.
He is undersized for sure. It's a phenomenal sculpt. It just needed to be bigger, and the base needed to be smaller because it takes up so much room in the case. But I would love that too. And another artist, I always say his name is Alamakar or Fong. I don't know how to say his first name. Do you know?
I think it's Amilcar.
Almakar.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. And he's actually contacted me a number of times, and he's thanked me for talking about his statues and his designs. And he has a background in horror. And so I think somebody like him, where not everybody loved that Batman with the long cape, and he did that piece. But I do think that if he did something like Killer Croc or some monster character, I think it could be really quite phenomenal. Because I've seen some of his other work, like he did the Rancor.
He's not with Sideshow anymore.
Oh, he's not.
He's with Tweeterhead now.
Woo!
Oh, that's right.
That's why Tweeterhead is better now.
He did the Scarecrow, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's exciting too. I forgot. I figured maybe that he was working both because Tweeterhead and Sideshow still are, working together with their projects. So I don't know. I didn't know if maybe he would, but that's exciting. But I guess, maybe we won't see a Killer Croc from him then, unless we see a Tweeterhead Killer Croc.
There you go.
I could definitely see that because Chad's all in, baby. He's all in with this.
I wonder if we're going to see a Sideshow punchline.
Oh, could be.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now you're talking, but it still is going to piss me off. How do we get a punchline before a Penguin or a Riddler or a Two-Face or a Ra's al Ghul or a Clayface or any other villain?
Because
they did Batman Who Laughs before all those people.
Yeah.
They did.
But you got to think, it's a female character. It's going to sell. So, and she's going to sell because she has legs, a butt, and boobs.
Bingo, bango,
that's the reason. Look how Catwoman sold, and she was on a bike, and her butt was in the air. So,
that's very true. I could see that. I can also, I could see them maybe potentially venturing into the Batman Who Laughs characters as well in quarter scale.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so.
Is it XM's doing that too right now? The death metal, right? Quarter scale.
Yes.
Isn't somebody doing 1/4?
Yeah, they're doing all of them. XM.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I could also see a new Red Sonja if you look at the spacing of when the first 3 came out.
Yeah.
All 3 are totally sold out. I don't know why they would turn down that easy money.
Well, and they've all been really great.
Yeah, and they released those twin prints sometime last year. One was before the battle, one was after the battle, and that would make a great statue.
Yes, it would. It would. Anything else you want to talk about with predictions, or should we move on?
Pictures.
All right. Well, we got a couple of things before we get to pictures. Okay. Number one, I just kind of want to make a statement. We talked a little bit about it in the group of whether to talk about it or not. There has been some controversy in the community for the last week or so, not only in our group, but some other groups as well. And there's a lot of hate out there. There's a lot of disappointment out there for certain individual actions. I believe personally, and I got some flack for this myself, I believe everybody deserves a second chance. So like in our group, we gave a second chance. There was also some information today with, just craziness, negativity in the community. And I like I said, I always feel like everybody deserves a second chance, but as somebody here on this panel mentioned, but not a third, not a fourth, not a fifth, not a sixth, not a seventh, not an eighth, not a ninth, not a 10th. We all make mistakes, but if people make the same mistake over and over again, that says a lot. Again, there's always opportunities to prove that people change or that people can be trusted. But I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to say. I just, again, I feel like one chance is great. 2 chances are great. But after that, you have to really, I don't know.
Can I say something?
You can.
Yes.
I'm not going to name names. I'm going to give you a correlation in the comic book world. About 15 years ago, there was a comic book dealer who cheated. He found a way to micro trim the edges of a comic, getting rid of the defects that mostly appear on the edges, and taking mid-grade books that he would then send to CGC, and they would grade quite high because they didn't spot the micro trimming. And the reason is because, and this is kind of technical, but when you trim a book, you are exposing the pages the way they looked when they first came out. Kind of like when you cut a tree down, you expose, you know what I mean. He aged that edge artificially.
Wow.
So CGC could not detect the micro trim.
Wow.
And he sold, the problem wasn't, one thing was that he was cheating people who bought his books. That was a huge problem. But even the bigger problem the community has as a whole was that he was destroying these books. Trimming is really looked down upon. And he was doing it on Amazing Fantasy 15s and Fantastic Four #1s. And anyway, he was literally booted from the hobby. CGC does not do business with him anymore. No dealers will buy his books or anything. I have not heard a word about this guy since this all came out. It was a big thing with CGC. They had to refund a lot of people who bought books from him that shouldn't have been graded as high as they were. It was a huge deal in the comic world. All I'm saying is, I'm saying the same thing you're saying, Chris. If you make a mistake once, fine. But if you make the same mistake or other mistakes over the course of years, you don't deserve a place in the hobby.
Nope.
And that guy that you're talking about, one of the guys you're talking about, has over 28,000 YouTube subscribers. And I would ask those 28,000 people to think about whether you need to be subscribed to a channel run by someone as dishonest as that person is, and maybe rethink it, because he doesn't deserve the attention that he gets, and didn't even have the courage in his apology video to show his face.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
So I think, I think a lot of people agree with that statement. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I know we talked about it, whether we should address it or not. I know that person has come at me before in the past. He did apologize to me in that video. And so it is what it is. I'm a very forgiving person. I have not been scammed, so to speak. But I know that there have been people that have been. And so, again, that's not very forgivable, in a lot of collectors' minds. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Again, you can judge for yourself, what you do or what you support or who you support. But again, in my opinion, if this person continues to prove that they're not going to keep doing what they're doing, then maybe they deserve another chance. But otherwise, like you said, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th chances, it's kind of late. So anyway, we'll see. But anyway, let's move on to something completely better, and let's talk about a 30K giveaway, shall we? All right. So
sure.
Since let me double check my sub count here.
Is it corn? Because I've got it.
It's not corn. It's actually way better than corn, actually.
Nothing is as good as corn, Chris. Nothing.
Not autographed 1-to-1 corn. There you go.
That's true. That's true.
Right. That's right. Because Lord knows my signature is very, very valuable. So
yes.
and
it comes with a sticker.
And it comes with a sticker. So there you go. That's right. So anyway, I am going to be giving away a premium format. for the 30K giveaway. So we're right now at 28K, actually 2801. So thank you for whoever subbed. That was awesome of you guys. And if you know anybody that likes this type of content, please recommend this channel. Also, please recommend Secret Sanctuary as well. We're always both trying to grow and spread the love. So anyway, thank you very much. But anyway, when we get to 30K, I'm going to do a separate video on this to let you know how to do it. But I will say this, the more you guys comment on the videos, the more chances you are going to have to potentially win this. So again, comment as much as you can in all the videos. Comment on the Secret Sanctuaries videos as well, because I'm going to be looking there as well. So I want you to comment both places. Again, that definitely helps interact, and it helps with our engagement. So thank you very much again for all the analytic stuff. But anyway, when we get to 30K, oh, this is heavy. I'm going to be giving away this.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, nice.
So this is the Superman Call to Action format from Sideshow Collectibles. This is the exclusive, or was it exclusive? I don't think it was. It was just, I think it was what it, yeah, I think it was just what it was, right?
There was not an exclusive.
But you do get both head sculpts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that is the 30K giveaway right there. Again, I'm going to do a video to show you guys exactly how to win it. But anyway, that's the 30K giveaway. I'm really excited to be giving this one away. All I'll ask is the winner that they pay for shipping. So
he looks awesome paired with the Daniel Bell Flash.
Yeah, because they both have that same kind of that motion.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Ryan says, I knew the Superman wouldn't be in the Batcave too long. No, I got it with the intention of reviewing it, obviously, but I did pre-think that that's what I wanted to give away for the 30K. I wanted to do something special. I'm trying to remember what I did for the 10K. I think that the 10K was the Bane premium format. We've given away some great statues on the channel before, but I know that this one, a lot of people really love this one. So anyway, 30K, when we get there, we got 2,000 more, so it's going to take a little while to get there. But Max is available to international. If the winner is international and is willing to pay, absolutely. Absolutely. So again, I'll do another video to tell you guys how you can win. But anyway, I'm excited to give this one away.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, you have to be a subscriber, Eric. That's one of the qualifications. You have to comment, and there'll be some other things you can do in order to win. So yeah, just Eric, you're just going to pay for shipping if you win. So yeah, very excited about that. All right, anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on to photos?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right, we have over 200 photos to look at tonight.
I will mention that the chat seems to like Ashley's bangs.
I've seen a lot of very positive Ashley comments tonight. It's very nice.
Very positive.
That's very sweet, considering I feel like absolute garbage today. Thank you, everybody.
I saw somebody say she resembles Adam Hughes' Catwoman. I do see that.
I was just going to say I think that's a pretty awesome compliment right there.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Yeah.
I appreciat that.
Yeah, we have our own Catwoman on the chat. How great is that? That's awesome.
And I'm not wearing leather yet.
Oh, not yet. Now, I know you have a lot of costumes. Do you have a Catwoman costume?
I do.
Well, see, you're golden for the Halloween show, you see.
I know. I have the Anne Hathaway custom designed costume.
That's awesome. That's
and it does fit me. It doesn't fit me anymore. The last time I wore it, I weighed 94 pounds. So, and that was like 6 years ago. Now I'm a little fatter. So yeah. Now I get.
It can't be by much. You're like 95 now.
I'm like 106.
God.
But I know. It's all in my head too, so it doesn't help. But now I think I've been sporting the Joker costume, the female Joker costume.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan says the live show would break if Ashley arrived in leather. So and someone get this woman a bat bike. Oh, I get
Bryce
the
has
member.
one, so
There you go. Tone is our new member. Thank you very much for joining us. That's awesome. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. That means the world to me. Thank you very much. We continue to grow. We have so many members right now. It is absolutely fantastic. So thank you very, very much for joining us. Thank you. All right, let's go into some photos.
Ezra's like, no, Ryan, just no.
Just no.
My
right.
poor brother.
I am finally learning, and there's no banner this time, so I won't be blocking, I don't think. All right, let's start with this one.
Okay.
So this is from Prime One Studio. Again, some of these are a little older, guys, because we didn't do photos last week for the auction. But this is the Joker bust from Prime One Studio. I know this head sculpt convinced a few of you to buy the statue. What do you guys think?
I think it looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
PVC, most likely. Especially with that hair. I've never seen better hair on anything. Sculpt-wise. Yeah, not sculpted.
Except for Ashley.
That's right. Yeah, except for Ashley's hair. That's right.
I can't sport that, though.
Well,
I can't whip it back and forth.
it's just really incredible what because a lot of people thought this was rooted. What do you guys think about them adding a second head sculpt? This is actually the movie here. What do you guys think of them adding a second head sculpt for the original statue?
I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like those Prime One Blissway collaborations have been a little more expensive, but I don't know that most of them have had a switch out anyway.
I think that's
true.
true.
Daenerys did. I don't think the other Joker, what's his name, on the steps?
Jared. Oh, Joaquin.
Yeah. I don't think it had an exclusive version or anything. The Wonder Woman has that cape, but nothing on the statue really changes.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Are you guys worried at all? You know, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, a lot of people feel like it was not as good as the prototype. Are you guys worried about that with this piece?
I think it'll still look good.
I worry about everything, but that's my cross to bear.
Okay, calm down, Joe Walsh. Okay, just calm down.
We need some therapy for Jeff tonight.
No kidding. The worry song is going to be your theme song
But
for
I
the
think
next.
it looks so good.
Yeah. The main criticism. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
I don't know. I like both of them. I think the video and the pictures we saw from Wonderfest sold me.
You ordered the bust or the full statue, Jeff?
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I ordered
had enough reward points at Prime One that I had for almost 4 years,
Wow.
3 years, something like that. That was $269. So,
Wow.
and I sprung for standard shipping.
Good call.
That's very good call. What do you guys think of the bust, the black part of the bust? I know some people didn't love it.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, for someone that just wants the bust by itself, I'm not a fan. But for someone that has the statue, I think it works because, like I was saying to you guys, the statue, he's wearing, it's fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they made the bust sculpted, it might have like contrasted a little bit, having like a sculpted cloth on the bust and then having a fabric, on the actual statue. So I think it was a smart move to do that. But for someone that just wants the bust, I don't know. I wish it looked more like the movie.
I know that they really wanted to contact me for my opinion, but how cool would it have been if the bust itself was like the Nurse Joker?
Oh,
That would have been
Yeah.
great.
oh my God.
That would have been fantastic.
Because no one's going to make a full size of that. But
No.
this would have been a great nod to another great scene with Harvey
Mhm.
Dent. Of course, him blowing up the hospital. I just think that
God.
could have been a no-brainer, easy thing for them to do.
I can't imagine how many of those they would have sold.
Yep.
I know.
Wow.
I mean,
Instantly.
And they still
Instantly.
could. They could still do that. So Prime One, if you're watching, I would buy this one and the Nurse. I would buy both.
Yeah.
I think
because I would love to
if
have a
they
Nurse
give it a
Joker.
little time and do a third head sculpt
That would
Yeah.
be cool too.
Fine.
Why not?
with the nurse,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one,
maybe
this one,
half makeup on,
yep.
like the Hot Toys exclusive did the half face smeared off.
I don't love that because that was never in the movie. So I would want something movie specific. Now this one, unlike the first one, this one is sculpted by K.A. Kim herself. So I would love to see her specifically do another one. And I don't know exactly what they would do differently. Maybe like him licking his lips or something, like they could do that. Because that's so iconic as well. But I mean, how easy would that have been to do a Nurse Joker?
Yeah. That would
Do you guys like the how it says the Joker? I know a lot of people hate like nameplates, and this is even like it's just like written right on the base.
I think it's okay.
I think I kind of figured that their take on the bus being black is a lot of people are going to put it with the statue,
Yeah.
so it's
I
not
guess-
going to show it up.
Right.
I guess it goes with the graffiti too a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it ties in.
Yeah.
I wish the only thing I wish they would have done was use this head sculpt for the statue.
Well,
Because
and I
this
think
is
that
better.
this is why they did this, is because so many people didn't like the smiling portrait. I feel like this is going to help sell that statue. Because now you have both. You have both options. And I personally love both of them,
Yeah,
And
especially after
For pe-
Wonderfest.
for people like me that can't collect Prime 1/3 because of space issues, I like that they offer busts because I've been constantly picking up all of their busts. I haven't gotten this one yet, but it's tempting, especially with that head sculpt. It's
So
just
they
really good.
so they did do a swap. Okay, so that you can put that head sculpt on
Yeah.
that statue.
Yeah.
Correct.
But as long as you have the bust. Is that correct?
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
You have
you
to
need
order them
both.
separate. Yeah, you have to order them separate, but they will fit on each other. So
But the photos from just participants that were there at Wonderfest, their photos and stuff
Yeah.
made that smiling head sculpt looked really maniacal.
it looked
Yeah.
way better there than it is in
Yeah.
photos.
And they did the same thing with the Frank Miller Batman. So the bust, you could take his portrait and
Mhm.
put it on the
Correct.
actual statue. I believe it's it's a different portrait. So people
Correct.
that wanted that
Mhm.
portrait, you have to buy the bust. They also did an Arkham bust. I'm not sure if that goes with any
Yep.
statue though.
Yep.
It
It
does.
is with the Batman,
Yeah.
I think,
It
Okay.
does.
Bruce
It fits
Wayne.
Arkham Knight.
or something.
Yeah, it
So,
fits
yeah.
Arkham Knight. It's the only way that you could get the uncowled
Okay.
Bruce Wayne portrait.
So maybe it wasn't an afterthought. They have a history of doing this. They
Maybe,
you know.
maybe so.
It looks awesome.
Yep.
That
Maybe
looks awesome. That looks a lot better.
But that was Prime 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Blitzway using
Oh, it's through
Prime
Prime 1. Yeah.
So
Well, that's true. This is the first movie piece they've done that for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I do think that they should have included the second head
Wow.
for the same price if you bought the statue, and then offered it on the side as they are doing for what, $2.99.
Yeah.
But the people who ordered the full statue, I think they should have got this for free.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I think that would have been nice, but again, that's why this makes me feel like this was a afterthought piece,
Mhm.
just to sell more of the original.
Right.
Right.
But there's the size, just to give you an idea. Again, it is third scale, and I did order directly from Prime 1 for both those pieces. So congratulations! I know Dan picked one up, and Jeff or Eric, you said you might. Anybody else
No.
for sure?
Jeff has one. Morris.
You ordered from Prime 1, right?
I ordered the bust from
Yeah.
Prime 1.
Yeah.
I ordered the statue from Sideshow. I was afraid You know how when you start seeing, it's like the hush. When photo and video started coming, then it went to wait list.
Yeah. Of
You
course.
have sorry, you have a super chat from Brad, by the way.
Oh, Brad, what did I can't see it here. What did he say?
It says, "Can you display the both?" I'm assuming both. Can you display
heads.
both without the heads?
yes, you can.
$5 super chat.
$5 super chat. Thank you very much, Brad. Yes, you absolutely can display them both without the heads, but I would not recommend that, sir. I think that the heads are really what makes the statue special. And it would make the artist feel bad if you did that. So, Brad, I really recommend. Don't you guys think they should display it with the head sculpts?
Yeah. I think you might break them if you're playing around with them.
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta think this
Thank
over.
you,
I
Brad.
might pick up the bust. I don't know.
I think it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a good price too. It's not bad.
Great portrait. Let's
It's
move on to this
amazing
one.
how popular that character still is after, what, 12 years?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Usually I don't collect movie pieces, but he's a legend. So
So this is another exciting and controversial piece. This is from J&D. This is the $2,100 Suicide Squad Harley Quinn 1/3 scale. I don't know if we've had a chance to talk about her, but what do you guys think?
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I guess we know how you feel, Ashley.
It's just not how Harley Quinn is. I don't know where this pose comes from. I don't understand why it lacks confidence, which Harley Quinn is all about confidence. I don't know why she's flirtatious and shy.
This is from the video I got. She breaks the window, pulls the purse out, throws it over her shoulder, and that's when she says, "We're bad guys. That's what we do."
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's caught in that moment. So, when they showed the video, there was just a fraction of a second. You got that. It's in there, but it's like, I think it could have been a different pose and been a little better.
Yeah.
I think the pose is good. I think it's very sexy to me. I like the art direction on the figure itself. I think it's fine. I really like the shattered glass on the base. That's a really nice touch. But I don't feel like this looks like Margot Robbie. Or at
I
least-
don't mind it, but for some reason, who's talking? Okay.
Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was gonna say, for some reason, from the picture far away, my first impression was it looks like she's like almost wearing braces, not up close, but from far away. There was just something about the teeth. I don't know what it is, but otherwise,
They're
I think
a
it's
little
like you said,
horsey.
it's not 100% accurate, but it's okay.
She looks better here. Like now that I zoomed in on her, I can see it more. But whenever I zoom out, I don't feel like it looks anything like her.
Yeah, when you zoom out, it's got a weird look to it.
I said it looks like a cosplayer to me.
Or somebody with those invisible braces.
Yeah, the Invisalign.
Yeah, something about the teeth from
It's
far
just
away.
the teeth. The teeth, maybe people and people have shown me photos and her teeth. I mean, she's got a massive smile. Which is, again, very awesome, very attractive on her. But at the same time, like I just don't know, something's just not quite right. But on the other hand, this thing again sold out, or at least they say it sold out. On their website quickly. I don't know how many are available. I know like some other retailers in the United States, they sold theirs very quickly. Why do you think these sell so quick? They're expensive at $2,100. It is silicone. It is a silicone head.
And it's really $2,500 from some folks.
Jeez, that's outrageous.
Yeah.
I'm guessing all of that is like fabric and the hose are real hose. I don't know that would. I guess the body would be polystone.
The glass is expensive.
Yeah.
Now
I
Dan,
would imagine the license is expensive.
probably. Dan, you have the Prime One piece. What do you think compared to the one you have?
I think the Prime One piece still beats this one hands down. For me, it's not even a question. I don't think this looks bad. I probably think the likeness is there a bit more than you guys feel it is. I think whoever lit the statue for this photo shoot did a very poor job, because what you're seeing, I think the reason why it looks like she has Invisalign, you're seeing a shadow from her top lip being cast on her teeth.
Yeah.
And that's what's given that illusion. But anyways, that's not, I agree with Ashley completely. The pose, especially, like, I'm looking at the P1 piece right on the other side of my computer here, and it absolutely demolishes this one. You know, I mean, I guess if you, as a collector, if you like the flirtatious, you know, shy, come hither, whatever look, okay, you know, that's cool. But I still, the P1 Harley is one of my favorite statues. It's in my top 3. So
I would say it's not necessarily movie accurate then, you know, it's like, it's a great, you know, it's sexy and it's flirty, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's again, it's just not necessarily what you see from Harley Quinn. Now, I think the likeness on this photo looks great.
Yeah.
we don't see the face.
The details alone are amazing. I mean, you can't deny it's not like, you know, it's a nice statue.
You know what's funny though, Eric, about the details? Like, again, I'm literally comparing them. I've got the P1 piece right in front of me. The details on the P1 piece I think are better.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I think they're more accurate. They just look, somebody commented in the chat, you know, her outfit's too clean or whatever. And, you know, the shirt on the P1 piece, you cannot tell that that's not sculpted. I mean, it or not fabric. It's so good. The jacket is so good. It just, all the little details. Again, and I, not to disparage the piece, and I'm happy for anybody who loves this. To me, it has a little bit of that doll look. I don't know.
I've heard that a lot, where they're more doll-like.
Yeah, and I don't know what it's probably a combination of things, but
it still looks a little bit higher quality than your typical, you know, polystone statue, I think.
I think so too. I mean, I think there's definitely value here.
Yeah. Oh, no question about it. I mean, it's what?
Is it better to me than the Infinity piece? I don't think so. Also, Queen Studios is going to be doing a 1/3 scale Harley Quinn as well, so I'm anxious to see what they do. I would assume it's going to be very similar to this, to be honest.
I don't know what they do for a pose. I mean, I think the pose on the P1 piece is more iconic than that one also, with the bat behind her, you know, her neck.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do for a pose other than maybe her swinging the bat, maybe. I don't know.
That could be kind of fun.
Yeah. But
so we'll move on from this piece, and we'll go to another. This was really exciting from Sideshow. It kind of came out of nowhere, but this is a Christopher Lee Hammer Dracula premium format figure. So what do you guys think about this one?
Looks good.
I think it's going to be very cool and very popular, and I think it's going to be mixed media and should do very well for them.
Also have Van Helsing. Of course, this is
that's cool.
Oh, I just forgot his name. Peter Cushing. Of course, from Star Wars. That's where I first knew of him. Of course, Grand Moff Tarkin. But anyway, I think the likeness here is really good as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is in conjunction with anybody, but you know, Sideshow for a long time has been criticized for the most part fairly for their actor likenesses not being very good, other than maybe the Jason Momoa Aquaman piece. I think these are both really good.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I don't know who the artists are. Maybe they got some different artists working with them, but I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing here. I think that they've done a really nice job.
Agreed.
There's the full size, or you know, more of an image of what he's going to be looking like pose wise.
Yeah.
Kind of coming out through the door. I think it'll be nice. There they are together. And
I'm glad that they made them, but it going back, it kind of falls to me into like that doll syndrome look, just because of the mixed media, I guess.
And mixed media is not for everybody. I feel like it's been a minute since they've done like a full cut and sew on some of these. You know, usually it's just capes anymore. So that's a good point. You know, you don't see that as often as again, this is very old school Sideshow right here.
Yeah, that's what
it used to look like.
Too. It looks like OG Sideshow.
OG Sideshow. Yeah. So again, I applaud them for doing something new. I think that's awesome. I don't know if a Peter Cushing Van Helsing is going to be more popular than our freaking Riddler. But whatever, we'll teach their own. Sideshow.
Riddler
It
mixed
might,
media. Let's
apparently.
go.
I'm anxious
Yeah.
to see how many they sell of Van Helsing versus how many they would sell of a Two-Face or Riddler. I
Yep.
would love to see those numbers.
Probably a much cheaper license, though.
That's a great point. Not a lot of people are probably banging on the door to do Hammer vampire stuff. So that's a great point, Jeff.
Yeah.
Great point. This is a pretty piece. Delaney, did you order this one?
I did.
Nice.
Yay.
Awesome. And I love both portraits.
Yes. I feel like this is their most realistic portrait they've ever done. I think it's just, it just looks like a real person to me. Very strong. And of course, Green Lantern. I love, some people in my hit or miss videos, they didn't like the yellow. I love the yellow.
It's awesome.
I just think it looks phenomenal. The color pops. It really just separates.
Wow.
This is the exclusive portrait. And again, I just feel like that looks absolutely fantastic.
It really does. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you. I think you'll love this one. I think I like this one better.
Yeah.
I
don't know, maybe it's just the beard. I don't know. I just love it. But man, it looks good.
Yep. And then they've got the switch out gun.
I don't know if I have a photo of that. I think I might. They didn't. I don't think they had very many photos of that one. But I love the green.
They only had one photo.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they only had the one.
Well, there was a reason for that.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Of course, it's DC we're talking about.
Yeah.
No guns.
Yo,
Just like Disney and the Incredibles, no capes. No capes, no guns.
Their quality is getting so much better. This almost reminds me like looking at a quarter scale statue, and it's only 1/6.
Again,
so
this is
amazing.
kind of like old. This is like a little bit old school Sideshow, a little bit here.
Yep.
I could definitely see the Igo influence with this piece, and again, the details, the quality here just continues to get better at the kind of the old Sideshow price point, if not cheaper. So.
Yeah. Brian says in the chat, I thought Delaney was at a 1/6 scale, and yeah, I thought I was too. It's making me question my whole strategy of getting the Justice League in quarter scale.
Yeah.
I might need to discard that idea and get the Justice League in 1/6 scale from Tweeterhead. But I'm having trouble imagining selling some of my quarter scale JLA pieces. So I'm not sure what to do. Currently, I'm going to be having 2 JLA collections in different scales.
Hey, welcome to my world, my friend.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you want to bring out the tape measure?
Oh no!
Do you have 6 inches on your shelf?
There's that yellow we're talking about. I think it looks
Awesome.
great. There's the gun.
Yeah, there you go.
So I will move past it before Warner Brothers gets mad at me.
It looks so threatening.
Looks like green plastic. So
It does.
green plastic. And then you got the squirrel, which is a fun proximity piece.
It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, really fun piece. It's little.
It's really
though.
well done, too.
Look how
Yeah,
little
it
it is.
is.
It's so little, but it's fun. It's a
Awesome.
fun piece.
Yep.
Let's look at this guy.
It's a big
Love it.
Pictures. These pictures. Oh my god.
Pictures are incredible. It really just shows you why this is a 2-boxer. It's a big piece. And I am just, people were saying, hey, Chris, you don't cancel this one. And I'm not canceling this one. This one is coming to the Batcave regardless. I'm going to make a spot for him because he's just too good. The only regret that I think I have at this point is I really like that Hush portrait.
Me too.
I would never display any of the other ones. I want just the Stern. I'm fine with the regular that I have coming. I'm really happy with that, but I really do like that portrait.
I have the bust and I want that portrait. I'm almost thinking about like wrapping my own bandages around his head just to create that portrait. I'm not even joking.
I'm not even joking.
I'm really not.
This photo right here gives a little bit of an example of depth because the cape will flare up and back. The base itself doesn't look too deep, but I think it's the cape that's going to give it its most deepest point.
Yeah.
But I know some people have said that they don't like the cross hatching where the other Hush figures did not have that. But if you look at Nightwing forward, they have had that cross hatching. So
I agree with that criticism. I think that's used in a 2-dimensional comic book. It shouldn't be on a 3-dimensional statue.
What do you think about that, Dan?
Doesn't bother me. I can't say that I'm pro or con, to be honest with you, but it doesn't bother me. To me, it doesn't look out of place, so I'm okay with it. But
Yeah,
it's a nitpick. It's just a nitpick.
they
Yeah,
did it on the Nightwing too.
Yeah. So there's the 3 portraits. You also get the unmasked if you get the deluxe.
There's my best.
These are from our friend Leo. I'm sorry, not Leo. I just went blank. Darn it. It'll come to me. But anyway, he did a video for us. Actually, let me see if I can. Yeah, it is Leo. Yeah, Leo did this. Sorry, it is Leo. Leo has done a lot of reviews for us. I don't know how he gets this stuff in. He gets it in before everybody in the world, which is just incredible. But look how good these pictures look.
I think it was him or
That's awesome.
somebody said that the bats were a pain in the ass to put on.
Yeah,
I've heard that as well. But
that
yeah,
looks
that's
incredible.
awesome.
looks awesome. Really cool. Yeah, it just looks great.
They raised up that monitor, didn't they?
They what?
They raised up the monitor, didn't they?
It can be raised. It's flexible.
That's,
Oh, okay.
that's a really good.
Hmm.
That was a
Yeah,
change.
you can put it up or down depending on what
That's
you want.
cool.
Yeah.
And like Dan was saying on one of the previous shows, I think this still works as like a centerpiece if you decide to keep your shelving the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try it out
Mhm.
because I'll get this one in way before Fabok anyway. So
Yeah.
I've also considered here in the last few days making my current Batman, my Hush Batman, the centerpiece. I think I could put him on the top shelf next to Bane and call it good.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it could work there, and then that way I could have all of my other Batmans separate. I know I've talked to Dan a little bit about maybe the idea of doing Batman and Jokers together, and so that way I could do that. So we'll see. I might play around with it.
It's a good idea.
We'll see. We'll see if it works. This was another reveal from XM. I cannot remember her name. This isn't Weapon X?
X23.
Yeah, X23. Thank you.
Laura Kinney.
So this is a quarter scale piece, I believe, that they've teased.
It is.
It's funny that they did all of those comic book teases, but then now they're doing all the renders. I wish they just would have done the renders in the first place, so we could have seen what we're getting. But thanks to Eric for lightening some of these up.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Can they stop making the pictures dark because it's very easy to lighten them up? Just
I was
show
gonna
us
say,
the pictures
everybody's
lightened up
gonna,
already.
yeah, everybody's gonna lighten them up anyway. So
Come on.
yeah, let's talk about this one. We haven't had a chance to really talk about it much. This is the Iron Studios 1/3 scale. I'm very, very happy with my Joker that I just got in. I was actually really optimistic about this piece. And I think that this portrait is okay. But what do you guys think about this piece in general?
I will quickly say I like it. I know everybody else hates it, so go ahead. Hate it. Go on.
I will only speak to the portraits. I think all 3 of them are awful.
There you go.
Oh God.
That's so bad.
This is going to give everybody nightmares tonight.
It really is.
It looks. You know what it looks like? It looks like Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp. That's what it looks like.
I know this has been said, but like, how does this get approved?
I don't know. I think some of their 1/10 looks better.
It does. I'm looking at photos. We're gonna look at some of their 1/10 scale stuff that they just released, and the likenesses look great. I don't understand what
I've
happened.
seen better Harley faces on pieces that were less than $50.
What don't you like about it? Is it because you don't feel like it looks like Harley? Is it the
I think
anatomy?
it
Is
looks
something
too
off?
animated or like a caricature.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I think the
the
first one-
face is too messy for
Yeah.
me. There's too
It
much
is
going
messy.
on.
I have a lot of opinions on that last piece, but it just doesn't look good. I mean,
Like people hate
that's-
this one too. I mean, I don't know.
I don't
She
get
look-
the helmet looks funky.
This
She looks
one's
like
better.
She looks like a football player that may have been hit in the eye.
It's roller derby Harley.
I think that this portrait is better, especially like when you zoom in. I think it looks better. This one right here to me is just an abomination. I don't know if maybe the owner's daughter sculpted it or something, and he just felt bad. I just don't know. Now, again, this
she
one
looks drunk. I think
Yep,
she looks
maybe it's the
really
angle.
drunk in all of them.
What do you guys think about, if head sculpts aside? Let's just zoom in a little bit. What do you think about the neck down?
The knee.
The neck.
I think that they just found all the things we normally associate with Harley and threw them all together into a base.
Yeah. It's just too much going on.
Yeah, it's too chaotic.
I don't like that the mallet. Is
If
the
she
same-
could lift that, I'll fly around the room.
You know what this?
Well,
the mallet was used in the Joker piece.
yeah.
So I don't know if you'd want two mallets. I do like the base where it's oval and it's got the light ups. I think that's kind of fun. It's just something a little bit different. Are we tired of associating Harley with Joker at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
New 52. She's kind of like,
Yes,
on her
she's-
on her
I'm
own.
She's on her own.
Some of these companies need to jump on that animated Harley Quinn show and start making some statues.
Yep.
That is really popular. I'd be in for that because I've watched the whole series probably 4 or 5 times.
Oh wow!
It
We
makes me, I laugh myself.
If they do that, we might get
hilarious.
some R-rated things on the base.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I
we
do love
might.
I love the bat with the batarangs. I think that's awesome. I love that. That's
Yeah,
a really
that's
cool
cool.
touch. So there are some things about this one, and again, this portrait I'm okay with, but I just don't feel like it's worth the value for what they're asking.
I think she looks like she had a stroke.
See, I thought, okay, so you think that she had a stroke. I think she has to pee.
Because she's got her legs
That's
crossed.
hard to
in.
believe.
I mean, that's an I have to pee pose. Okay.
Well, yeah, the legs but
That's a drunk girl at the club needing in line at the bathroom.
on the wall.
Yes.
I showed this to my wife when it first was revealed on our way to Colorado,
Oh,
actually. And she didn't like Harley, but she liked the base. She liked the clown, and she thought that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So just again, another perspective. I feel like it's too cartoony. But yeah, again, I mean,
The problem with Harley is that there are so many statues that there are some really excellent Harley portraits out there.
yes.
You really have to measure up or you're totally lost in the shuffle.
I
Again,
think at that size and that money, you need to bring it, and they didn't.
Yeah.
do you think there's any chance that they'll tweak it?
No.
I think it's something different. That's it.
I mean, I feel like if they tweaked the head sculpts, I would consider this piece. Just because I think it would maybe pair up nice with the Joker I have. I do like it. I think it's a fun
Mhm.
piece. I don't know if it's better than the Prime 1 piece. Most people would say no. I guess I would say this is derpy.
Yeah.
That's the word, derpy.
That's a good word.
Thank you.
I understand that. Corgis get derpy looking a lot.
All
Derpy.
right, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm not liking it, but I'm still thinking maybe it's just the angle. I don't know.
Oh,
Scary.
Don't-
put the
Don't zoom in.
arrows away.
What I tell you guys before? I said sometimes you can't look at pictures on your phone. When you look
I
at
know.
it on the computer, it looks different. I'm
I
now
think
on my
I-
computer and I'm looking at it.
Her head looks big to me too.
Yeah, it does. I was thinking that before.
Yeah. I saw somebody
looks bigger
say
than
her
the body.
melon is humongous.
Again, I do like the helmet looks better. I mean, I think that's a cuter pose, but I don't know. Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at it close again. I mean, yeah, I think I don't know.
It's just ugly.
I think that one's good.
Really
though. That
long
one's
tongue.
It's just ugly.
It's not good.
I'm
Not
sorry,
good.
Honor Studios. I apologize, but it's ugly.
I'm with Jeff on this one. I really am.
Yeah.
It's-
I've got to go pee. There
Drunk
it
at the
is.
club.
That's all I'm going to see now, Ashley. There you go.
Sorry.
Let's move on to XM Studios.
Oh,
This
God.
is the piece that will never end.
Two in a row. Here we go.
This is the Supergirl piece. This is a quarter scale piece from XM. There are two portraits. and this is the second portrait, which I do not love this one.
Oh, you're being kind, Chris.
I like the Harley better than this.
Let us have it, Dan. Let us have it.
Doesn't
I
even
like
look
the
Oh,
Harley
it's
better
so
than that.
bad.
That is
It's just-
awful.
It's deathly pale. The hair and the face, and then those eyes. It's like something out of Pet Cemetery.
Oh my god.
I think that's fair.
You can at least say the Harley was done somewhat. It looked detailed and looked good.
Yeah,
Okay, so do you
I
think
mean
they
it's
did
just
this?
washed out.
This
Do
is
you
better. This is better to me than the Harley head.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have your eyes open, Chris?
Wow.
Out
I
of
do.
curiosity.
I had LASIK even, so there you go.
They need to go back and redo that. So
Wow.
No, the problem is they have the good portrait. They have the 1/6 portrait that they revised.
Yeah.
That looks great, and for some reason they won't use that on the 1/4. I don't understand it. They
Yeah.
keep tweaking this
I
one.
keep trying to. It's like what is it? Mean Girls. They keep trying to make fetch happen, and it's not happening.
This is the other portrait, obviously the much better portrait. But I agree with Delaney. Like everybody's asking, like, why not just do that other
Is this-
portrait?
Do you have the third portrait they did today?
Yes, I do. I mean, it's this portrait. They just painted different.
It's just
So-
very small tweaks.
It looks a
It's-
little better. Though.
So again,
Is this
here's
It's very hard to tell.
so
is this
here
the-
here's
the
the
gender
here's the portrait.
fluid? This is the gender
Zoom in.
fluid version.
All right, zoom in closer.
jeez.
Nah.
Some people have said that this looks manly.
It,
Oh, look.
I think it looks like
Holy cow.
it
did
does.
Orlando Bloom play this character in Lord of the Rings?
Legolas.
That's it.
He's Legolas. Okay.
Really blonde elf dude.
I think you're insulting Orlando Bloom.
That looks
at this
pretty good.
point.
Yeah.
And that's maybe it's the lighting. It could
Yeah.
be the
Not
lighting.
cute.
No,
but
no. This is the repaint.
Yeah, this is the new one.
This is from Ang Sang, who knows that people aren't loving it. So this is what they did the promotion pre-order images. This is the repaint. So they're still tweaking it.
I think it's the lighting.
I do think this looks a lot softer. I think it looks better
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
I just here's what I think.
Oh my God.
Just real quick, and I'm not gonna be too critical or mean. But here's where I think it kind of has gone wrong. I think the jawline is a little off, and I think that the eyebrows could be better. Maybe bring down the forehead, but it does have a manly or less feminine look. So if they just reshape the jaw, maybe just a hair, it might work better. But that right there,
The forehead is really big.
yeah, exactly. And that's just, it doesn't look, see that just looks like
it
a
looks
dude.
like from the nose down is a different proportion
Yeah.
than
And
from that point up.
And it doesn't look like there's a jawline. It doesn't look feminine. It just doesn't.
Well, she is a really strong, female hero, so she might have a little stronger jaw, maybe. I don't know. And I'm just reaching here.
Got a strong chest.
Strong chest. Yeah. What do you think about the rest of the statue itself? I mean, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the concept. Yeah, her
Yeah, the
busting out.
concept's nice.
They really have to bring it on these because these are going to be $1,000 for a quarter scale piece, and
That's a no bop.
No.
Yeah.
to me it's that portrait is fine, but it's just kind of ordinary. It's not awesome that it would need to be for me to spend $1,000 on it.
Yeah.
And then 400 to ship it.
I feel like it's the curse of Supergirl. Every time there's a Supergirl statue, whether it's Sideshow or another company, there's always some type of issue with the portraits.
That
Where
art
people aren't
charm,
happy.
that art charm is the best Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a good
that
one.
one got a little hate too. That she looked a little young or
Yeah.
something was off.
She
The
does look
hairline.
young, but
The
I-
hairline was a little messed up on that one.
I don't like the cape. I hate capes like this that look plasticky.
Yeah.
I've seen amazing sculpted capes. I've seen really bad. Like this looks like a PVC cape to me. And I know it's not, but it feels like it. I don't know. I just don't know what I don't like about it, but that's just my personal taste. Again, I think the front looks okay, but the back, I don't like the back.
I actually kind of like the Sideshow one. I just hate the base on that one. Are you talking about the original Sideshow or the more recent one they did?
With the clouds?
Either one. I think both of the original people hated the portrait. I thought she looked okay, and then the newer one, she had a little like a straight hairline, and she was younger looking, so people didn't like it as much either.
Yeah, I like the original, but I hate to say it, but the base always looked like dog poo to me.
Yeah,
I mean, literally dog poo.
It was like a meteorite. For me, the first one looked like kind of like the Adam Hughes Supergirl to me, which is why I liked it.
I liked the portrait. I thought the body sculpture looked really good. I just couldn't get past that base.
Yeah.
Speaking of XM, they did announce a new license. I thought this was interesting because they are the ones that make these things. So I don't really understand. I'm assuming they're very popular, but it's very, very different for XM. That's for sure.
I think they're more popular out of the U.S.
Yeah. So maybe we won't see them here, but I know Hello Kitty is very popular. So anyway, congratulations to XM on a new license. That's always exciting, I'm sure. I threw this one in here because they have updated the Scarlet Witch for Hot Toys. What do you guys think of the new portrait? I think it looks really good.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks like her.
Definitely. And I think it's just cool that they went back to the drawing board and updated it. I thought that was really cool.
I think they probably got artwork before the show came out, and they changed the headpiece thing. So they went back to do that. But the face looks a little different.
Looks good. They also are doing the White Vision from toward the end of the series. I think this one looks more like him than the other one did.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it shows off the sculpt is really good on that. I think it looks, you can see it better on the white.
I agree. I just think it's something really different. I don't know if they've ever done a fully white character before like this. Again, I just, like you said, it really shows off the details even better. So here's like I don't know. I feel like this one looks like a really cool hot toy. This one looks like a toy to me. I don't know why, but I don't know. I just like it.
Hey, Chris, my tracking just updated on Bane.
Did it?
It should be here by tomorrow by 7 p.m.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me go check mine while we're at it here. Let's talk a little bit about the Doomsday versus Superman Fabok. What do you guys think about this one?
Mine says Tuesday.
Yours says Tuesday. That's not good. I hope mine's not Tuesday. I bet it will be. We'll see. Let me check. All right, what do you guys think about this one?
This is 1/3, right?
1/3.
Yep.
My gosh, this must be huge.
That's
Massive.
a monster.
Massive.
I think they released the measurements for it too, right? But it's like in centimeters. I couldn't figure it out.
I can't remember. I said it in my hit or miss video. I can't remember exactly what they were.
Whatever it was massive. Like you need a table.
It's a dining room table. Yeah.
Monday for me.
Okay.
So at least I could do the unboxing. Well, congratulations, everybody, for getting their shipping. Congratulations, Jeff, for living next door to Sideshow. I love it. Anyway, what I said in my hit or miss video is I really like Doomsday. I think he looks really great, but I feel like Superman's pretty boring. Do you guys agree, disagree?
I need to see more.
There's a bat bulge. I mean, Superman bulge. I don't know what's going on with that.
Wow, that's a
Krypton's crotch.
Krypton's crotch.
That is bulbous right there.
Oh boy.
So anyway,
what is he, Chippendales now? What the
that
heck?
photo was pretty funny to me. I thought it's like, wow, that's something. There's the portrait.
Looks good.
For the regular, I think it looks good. I don't feel like the pose itself is better than the Hush, let's say. I do like the deluxe portrait. I think that looks good
Yeah.
with the super rage. I think he looks good.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that he's only half of him, but good Lord, could you imagine if it was all of him?
Mhm.
Lots of great detail there.
That's what she said.
Going back to Superman's bulge there. We could make so many jokes. So little time. Thank God Mr. X isn't with us tonight. Anyway, the details look great.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're gonna need a big dining room table, folks.
The textures on everything looked really good.
I thought so too.
I
I was a
noticed
little disappointed. I feel like this
face pants.
is
looks
exactly this is exactly what XM has done with their Doomsday. So I thought that was a little repetitive, but I know it's repetitive in the comics also.
Iron Studios did it too.
Did they?
They did. I think that was their first diorama piece thing. Superman and Doomsday, then Bane and Batman.
That was the one I was trying to buy, and somebody tried to scam me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We don't need any more scammers.
No, that was enough.
No scams.
Hashtag apology. So, Dan, what do you think of this one?
I mean, I think it's okay. I tend to agree with you, Chris. They probably could have done something a bit more. I mean, it's on the positive side of that. It's iconic. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, it's absolutely iconic. You could have this on the center table in a collection room, and it would look phenomenal. So, in that sense, it's great. And if you're a 1/3 collector, if you've got a 1/3 collection too, I mean, how perfect is this?
Yeah, it's a great centerpiece.
Yep.
For sure.
It's awesome.
You wouldn't really need any other Superman.
Yeah,
No.
you wouldn't. But again, I just don't feel like it's better than the Hush. But I know that's harder to find these days too. So
I think the portraits on this one's better than the Hush.
you do?
I do.
I agree. I've never been a fan of the portraits on Hush Superman.
I bet they'll do another version of Superman Hush since that one was wildly popular.
Right.
It's possible. All right, let's move on from this one. I love this photo right here. This shows you the size of the XM Batman Who Laughs compared to the Prime One Piece. It's very big.
Yeah.
This is quarter scale. This is third.
Oh, wow.
So I did think that was very, very interesting to see the two side by side.
Eric, are you still getting him?
Day by day, I lean more towards no. I mean, I don't know. I still want them, but it might be a little bit too creepy for my collection room. I don't know.
Really?
If I had my own private space, it would be a no-brainer. But yeah, just because it's my family room, I don't know.
Can't
I
you
think
put
it
like
looks better a little more light up like that.
Although I
Can't
do
you-
still have the Sideshow on pre-order.
can't you put a shelf in your bathroom or something?
I have my office, but
That's not like a little private space for you. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's
there
my
you go.
Lego room still.
Yeah, there you go. So
I
anyway,
don't know.
I'm anxious. It looks like he's coming up soon for pre-order. So
Yeah, they
stay
announced
tuned.
him for pre-order today. I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
And I guess
Yep.
I'm making a decision soon.
Decision time. This piece I absolutely love. This is from Iron Studios, and this is from Back to the Future 3. This is 10th scale. But I think it's really great. I absolutely love Back to the Future. I love the movies. This is, I don't know, I dare say this is my favorite of the three. I just really like it, and I think that they did a really good job likeness-wise. I think they really captured it well. But did you guys see this one, and what do you think of it?
Oh yeah, it's cool.
I like it too.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
It's a nice desk piece.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It looked great on a bookshelf or something.
Cool.
I don't like the plaque.
Yeah, I wonder if you could take that off.
Man, that
Probably
just
not.
ruins it for me.
It's a nice variety, isn't it?
I kind of do like the plaque in this situation
You do?
because it's so different from what you see from Back to the Future. It just kind of reminds you that it is Back to the Future.
Maybe if they had made it like a wooden plaque or something like to fit the time period.
Otherwise, it just looks like two Amish guys standing in front of a clock. I think. So.
No, no way.
How about that?
If you can't tell, that's Back to the Future. You don't need a plaque to tell you. Come on.
God in the chat made a good point. He said it'd be fun if the clock worked.
Oh,
Yeah,
it would be.
that's
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Talk about a desk
Yeah.
item. Oh my God, that's
That
brilliant.
would be cool.
It's not too late. It actually would probably be cheaper just to put a cheap clock in
Right.
there or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Be cool if it lit up too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it would. This is another Iron Studios piece that they revealed for pre-order. It's up for pre-order right now at Sideshow. This is from The Mandalorian. I think they did a nice job with the likeness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
great.
For
Again,
what-
that looks better than Harley. I mean, it's just
Way
like
better. Way better.
1/10 scale. It's way better.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool pose. I think they did a really nice job with him.
Yeah.
Again, really great details for this scale.
And the Mandalorian that goes with it looks good. Both of them together.
Here's the battle pose right here. Speaking
That's
of the
cool.
Mandalorian, and
That looks
then
cool.
it looks great. And then you can see the texturing on the pants. I think that looks great. And then the Mandalorian himself, I love the way he looks. I think it's really fun.
Yep.
But great weathering on him as well. Mine and Dan's favorite word, patina, right there. There you can really see the weathering there on the shoulders. But he looks good. Looks a little Kotobukiya to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's the price point or size. The price point I think is like 130, 150, somewhere in there. I still feel like they're very overpriced. But again, I don't pay the licensing fee, so.
Right.
This was one from XM, also I think brightened by Eric. I think this is the Cable. I don't know if they don't have her face sculpted yet, but it was blackened out, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. But I think this one is going to be pretty impressive.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, the
It does.
details.
Yeah.
Yes.
Details, incorporating the child. I think that's really a neat touch. Like it's just, I don't know if I've ever seen something quite like that. I guess we've seen like Batman carrying Robin or things like that, or kind of. But I just think this is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
And this will be quarter scale. So there you go for your X-Men or Marvel fans. We also, I can never remember this guy's name.
Super Scroll.
Yeah, thank you. Another quarter scale Marvel piece that they teased. This is the one that's all the Fantastic Four characters, right? And bodied.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be a cool piece, I think.
Especially when they get the color in.
Yeah. A lot of color on him. Speaking of the Dark Knight's Metal we talked about earlier, this is the quarter scale Red Death with all the rats. So I think it's going to be similar to the Prime 1 piece, probably. But I think this one could be a big hit for XM, I think.
I just read that on the what is it? Batman Who Laughs, Dark Knight's Rising, and it was a really good story. It was really, really good. I liked the character. I liked how it was developed. I liked the design. I thought it was great. So
it's awesome.
That's cool.
We also got a old school Hellraiser, right? Like an Old West Hellraiser, I think.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's right, Ghost Rider. Thank you.
He's supposed to be on a horse.
Yeah, but it's like a Western version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Ghost Rider from the 50s.
Yeah.
Was a Western. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
yeah.
So a lot of Marvel pieces coming from XM. I always like these factory shots. They also have Doomsday, which I reviewed for the channel. Thank you, XM, for sending me that to show off to you guys. It's a big piece, guys. Really big, massive piece.
Yep.
But it should be shipping soon.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking he was only 1/6 scale. I didn't realize he was quarter
No,
scale.
he is he is so freaking big.
Yeah.
But it's really, really well done. Had some in-hand photos of the Mandalorian. I think this is the one that you're trying to find at Pop Culture, right?
Yeah, I ordered that one. Thanks to Jeff for letting me know that they had it still available.
I think it turned out really great. They're said that there's maybe some small inaccuracies, but I still think it's better. I think it's really great. It turned out really nice.
I'm curious when I'm going to get it though, because folks who ordered it from other sources seem to be expecting it very soon, but Pop Culture has it listed as a September release.
Yeah, they're slow.
Are they still out at Iron Studios? Is that why?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember this one, but this went up on a lot of sites, including Iron Studios, including a certain distributor we all know and love, and a few others, and then it vanished.
Yep.
Overnight, it got pulled from everywhere. Another YouTuber said that Sideshow kind of put the hammer down on it, and that's why it got pulled. I don't know if that's true or not.
Just because it's so similar to the Sideshow piece.
Yeah, so no one knew, at least in North America, if they were going to have the opportunity to buy this again, if it's going to go up anywhere. So I had been talking to Iron Studios customer service, and they assured me on 2 occasions that Sideshow will be putting this up later this year, but there's only 750 of these. And I didn't want to wait and take the chance of not getting it, so I ordered it from Pop Culture.
Well, congratulations. I'm anxious to see your review on him.
Thank you.
Again, if you haven't done so, please make sure you subscribe at Secret Sanctuary, please, on YouTube.
Thanks.
We also have Rhino they just revealed this week. This is, again, a quarter scale piece. I think the nitpicks that I heard was that it was too dark, and they assured that it's lighter in person. I do like the taxi upside down. I think that's a nice touch. The license plate. But what do you guys think about this one?
What comic book is he from?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He's a Spider-Man villain.
Okay.
In fact, the license plate is his first appearance.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my first reaction was, okay, if you look at a rhino, he's definitely darker than an actual, actual animal. But I think in terms of, statue wise, I think it was smart for them to go darker. I think it helps with, the contrast of, highs and lows with the colors. So I think that's what a lot of the criticism was. It's like he's too dark. He doesn't look like a rhino. But I think if they go too light, kind of like how the Sideshow rhino was quarter scale, where you don't see maybe too many details, I think this works better.
I don't know about this character. Is he actually does he wear a rhino suit, or does he actually become a rhino?
I don't think anybody knows.
I think it's just a suit.
Just a suit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. So sometimes he has like a full rhino head up, though, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See the eyeball.
The one thing I know nothing about the character, but I really can appreciate the fact that they incorporated the texture to make it look like it. Rhino.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. And I don't know how long that takes, but I can definitely appreciate that.
Texturing looks great here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Really nice. The only thing I worry is a little bit about the size of him and the lean. I'm sure he's well based, but man, he's really leaning forward.
He's got that juggernaut thing going on.
Yeah.
Yep. Same pose for all the big guys. They all the same. So anyway, there's that texturing we talked about. Again, I agree with Eric. I think the darker helps that lighter colors pop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to have gray on white, and it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to look.
Bland. I think it's going to be bland.
Yeah, it's just going to look blown out, kind of. I mean, the Sideshow one is great, but it's like super light gray, and that's it.
Great piece of knowledge, Jeff, on that license plate. That's fantastic. This is a piece from Prime 1. I can't remember what this is from, but this went up for pre-order this week. Just wanted to share a few photos.
It says Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, thank you.
Whatever that.
Full Metal.
Says, I don't
know. It's a fun piece. I don't know anything about it, but I wanted to share it with you guys. Looks like a pretty good sized piece too.
Cool.
Very anime for all of the anime fans out there.
It's the light up like all anime statues.
Yep. Sideshow has teased some PCS pieces. This is again from Street Fighter. So there's this version and then also the red version as well, which they've been doing. So if you're a Street Fighter fan or a PCS fan, you might get excited about this one.
I like the blue.
Yeah, I think the blue looks this one looks way better to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the red. This was one of the, I believe, Prime 1 pieces. I just want to show you the size of him compared to the Arkham Batman.
It's enormous.
It's just enormous. I mean, Batman himself is big, but man, oh my God. It's crazy.
Really is a cool piece.
Hot Toys come out with some 2021 Toy Fair exclusives this week, and this is from The Mandalorian. I know some people are excited about this one. This one is up for pre-order already as well.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
cool.
I like the fur. It works really well here. So anyway, congratulations again. She is up on the Sideshow website if you're interested. Great pose. They also revealed this one. This is
That's cool.
It's a little weird. It's a cyborg Spider-Man suit. So I don't know anything about this one. Is this
No.
this must be a video game version, I guess.
I don't know anything about it, but I can appreciate all the different Spider-Mans. I think it's really cool that they've come out with different versions of them. My nephews are big into Spider-Man, so I usually will follow it for their sake. It's
We're still
really
waiting for them to do Justice League.
I think that if I was going to name this, I'd name it Pirate Spidey.
Mhm.
Arr, matey. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So anyway, it's something different for sure.
cool.
We also got this one right here, the Neon Tech Iron Man 4.0, and I think this looks
Wow.
badass.
That is.
Really
like
nice
that.
colors.
Does it light up?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So again, really cool piece.
Wow.
Let's see. We'll move on. This was shown today. The How to Train Your Dragon Light Fury. I know the other ones have been incredibly popular. So anyway, that's coming soon.
Here we go.
Oops.
So,
What? Somebody rewatching the beginning of the show?
Mhm.
My bad.
We also got this one teased from PCS, and I think this looks incredible.
Yeah, it
This
looks
is
cool.
the Pumpkinhead quarter scale. Man, this I'm not a horror collector, but like this thing looks phenomenal.
That is
Yeah.
that right there
Yeah, that's cool.
is spot on.
That's the exclusive portrait right there. And then we'll also see that's the regular portrait.
So, Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm.
I love the photos here, but then when they show them, I feel like it's kind of that washed out look to me.
Mhm.
That's why Rhino's not white.
But that's that exactly.
Yeah.
That's why Rhino's not white.
It could be that the background is also not helping
What's
things.
Could be.
What's going on with
but
his crotch area? Did you see that?
Jeez, this is the crotch episode, everybody.
Only because
Oh,
Chris
that's
zoomed in
weird.
on every other statue. I think you should
Yeah.
zoom in on this one. Just
Little nub.
Little nub.
Well, I like Superman's like this guy's got nothing on me. So
yeah.
anyway,
So the first one was such a grail that it's like so sought after. That the fact that they made
look at the
another one
detail
is-
here. This looks fantastic.
$12.50 for it.
$12.50. I didn't know the
Wow.
price point.
Quarter
Look at this. Look at the arm and the veins. That looks great.
As opposed to the first one goes for a few grand if you can even find it.
Wow.
So I think this one's going to be very popular.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Oh wow.
The base is pretty cool. The kind of a swamp thing type base.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's got the pumpkins. I think it's cool. Something different from Sideshow for sure.
Yep.
And that's what people keep asking for. So buy them up, folks. Buy them up. So
Yeah.
keep making more.
Smart to make it. You can't
Yep.
find that first one.
That's PCS though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on from him. Just got a few more photos. I had quite a few photos of him. Look at that. I mean, just look, that under that lighting.
That's nice. Yeah. That's
So
really
awesome.
nice.
There's the exclusive again. Okay. Man, I got a lot of photos of him. Let's move on to this guy. This is the third scale Steppenwolf. from Prime 1. What do you guys think?
Looks good.
Looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
For the exclusive, it's $1,800.
Oof.
I did a hit or I will have a hit or miss video for this guy maybe tomorrow.
Must be enormous.
Yeah, he is, and I think I've got a photo of him next to Superman. Big piece. He's a lot. He's much bigger. But the exclusive is $300 more than the regular, and it's just a couple arm swap outs and a different mother box.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
I keep saying how they're gonna do that metal, but now having Brainiac and Cyborg, the way seeing how how Prime 1 does, metal with paint, I think it's gonna be fantastic.
I do too. There's just so much detail. I mean, look at that. It's incredible. So anyway, it's on pre-order right now. They also have a deluxe version with a bonus part. So if you're interested in that, I can't remember what that thing is, but something from the movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
It extracted the memory of where Atlantis's mother box was from the Atlantean Guard when they brought him out of the water.
That's right. Thanks, Jeff.
And then he threw him against the rock and smashed his head.
Flattered his head like a pumpkin.
That's right. This is, of course, from Iron Studios. This is 1/10 scale, and this is what the Rogues Gallery passionately refers to this as the filing cabinet series.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you remember correctly, all these bases have filing cabinets for whatever reason. I'm hoping that's a giant plot point, but they all have filing cabinets. So anyway, there's this one. And there they are, right there.
Well, I'm seeing it tomorrow night.
All right, that's awesome.
It'll be fun.
You'll have to let us know what you think.
Yeah.
It's only in theaters, right? It's not on like HBO or anything.
It's going to be on Disney Plus.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you can pay for it. Yeah, you can pay for it, the $30 or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I did that with was it Cruella? So I don't mind doing that.
This is the other character from that series. I don't know her name.
Yelena, something like that.
That sounds right.
God.
That sounds right.
The likeness isn't really great on this one.
I agree. This is a known actress, and I don't think it looks like her at all.
Yeah.
She only has a small filing cabinet, just one drawer.
Yeah, just one drawer.
She looks like Legolas.
I was going to say she looks more like Legolas to me too. I was just going to say the exact same thing. She does have a Legolas look. So anyway, that's the heroes together. So again, real small, and then they also have him as well.
Okay.
I don't think he's as well done, but that's just me.
No.
Is he associated with Captain America at all? That looks very Captain America-y.
It does.
I think he's like the Russian
Captain America. Oh, that makes sense.
Red Guardian.
Yeah, he's even got the helmet like Captain America.
It's kind of like the Red Sun.
That's hilarious. I never knew that even existed. That's cool. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun plot point.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
It's only been a few years now.
This was a piece I thought was kind of cute. This is from Kotobukiya. Just kind of that bijou style. But I thought this was a cute statue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah. That was kind of fun.
What does that say? Snurt? Snick?
Snurts.
Snicked.
Snarf?
Snickers.
Snarf.
Also had an unmasked portrait as well.
Oh, okay.
So kind of fun.
I think those are really popular.
I like this.
They must be. They must be.
Yeah, the price keeps creeping up on those, though.
Shocker.
That's how I started. Kotobukiya.
Yeah.
I like this Iron Man a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
The price, I think he's like $350. So I was kind of surprised by the price point, but this is 6 scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 330.
Oh, 330. Okay. 330, but still.
I like these classic. You don't see too many classic
America
Iron Man.
and Thor.
That's in
That's
line with Tweeterhead.
I guess that's true. And this is Kotobukiya also, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. I like it.
I like the colors. It's just something. It's like that old classic Iron Man color.
Mm-hmm. The pose is cool.
Pose is cool. I dig it. It's up for pre-order right now at Sideshow as well. So anyway, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Nice colors. Let's see. They're together with the ones they've released already. It's kind of cool. You can put them all together.
I do miss having an Iron Man in my collection, even though I don't collect Marvel anymore. Maybe I'll pick up something small for the office.
And that's it.
Wow.
200, I think 220 photos. I think we just looked at. Crazy. Matt, that is PVC. Kotobaki is PVC. I don't know. Have they ever done polystone?
I don't know.
My first piece was the Kotobaki Mark 42 Iron Man, where he's like, looks like he's splashing through a wave type base.
In the chat, guys, let me know in the chat if there's any that we just looked at that are must-haves for you guys. Let me know in the chat. I would love to talk about that real quick before we wrap up. How about Chris, you guys?
I need to run. My dogs are like dying to go.
No problem.
Are they looking like Harley Quinn right now?
I've been holding them off.
Gotta go pee.
Exactly.
The whole bit. So I'm gonna bolt. But it was great being here tonight, guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks
Bye,
for being here, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
Talk to you in the chat. Bye.
See ya.
All right. And then there were 5. So anyway, let me know in the chat what you guys, if there's anything that you have to have. How about the rest of you guys? Is there anything that you saw tonight that you're like, okay, I am either thinking about pre-ordering like the Batman Who Laughs for Eric or other pieces? What do you guys think?
You know what you do? Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was just trying to fill space. Go.
I was going to say you didn't show something, and that's the XM Studios Jungle Girl by Frank
those
Cho.
just came out today. I forgot to load those up. That looks great.
Yeah, and you know it's funny because I was kind of high on the render of that piece, and I'm a little disappointed with what they did. That if you've seen the original drawing that Frank Cho did, her expression with the switch out little dinosaur she was holding up is very it's very different than what they did with the statue. The statue, they did kind of a Betty Page shocked expression, like, oh, there's a dinosaur in my clothes or whatever. Whereas in the original drawing, she was very, kind of self-assured and it's a dinosaur. It looks very different. It looks very cheesecake. And I wouldn't expect that from a Jungle Girl statue. I think she would be aware that there are tiny dinosaurs around, and it just looks too manufactured cheesecake for me. But the body proportions are very Frank Cho. That looks really good. It could be a popular piece, but that's a little nitpick I had.
Well said. I'm sorry I missed that photo. I wish I would have remembered that one.
And it's currently for sale at a distributor that we all know and love.
Yep. Max says, "Miss the armor." Isn't that the one from Hot Toys that we talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the armor.
Talked about it.
Yeah, we did. Just rewind this video a little bit.
I think that's the best of the exclusives they've shown so far.
I do too. I think it'll be very popular. A lot of people are have pieces on their list, so that's awesome. Conehead Collectible said, # Eric buy it. So
Which one?
I think the Batman.
Batman Who Laughs. That Joker Ledger bust is on the back burner, and I'm not even joking. That I really like that last Iron Man that you just showed, just as a smaller piece.
It's a good piece.
Yeah.
Lost Digger. Yes, XM is also doing a quarter scale Zatanna.
That could
Sideshow
be a
just did one
possibility.
recently, right?
What, Ashley?
Sideshow just did one, didn't they? Zatanna?
Maybe 3 years ago, maybe.
It's been a little while.
Yeah. I saw it recently at a place called Toy Anxiety here in town. And it looked really good, but they couldn't tell me when it came out. So
was it the one where like she's got her playing cards behind her?
and her hat. She's got her hat in her hand.
Yeah, that's a Sideshow piece.
Yeah.
I had that one. I had that one. Really nice. It's a really nice piece. I just started not collecting the heroes, so I ended up selling her. which I do all the time. I freaking buy the heroes knowing they're like, maybe I'll give it a shot this time. No.
Chris, two things. First, Ryan in the chat said that he's on the Sideshow site and the Iron Man is resin. So
Crazy.
That's cool.
That is really cool. And that would maybe explain the price point even more for a Kotobukiya. I guess that's what I meant by it just seemed like a lot because it seemed like more than what they normally charge for PVC, but that makes more sense to me. So that makes it even more appealing.
Yeah. And the other thing is I just sent the 2 pictures of the Jungle Queen statue to the group chat if you want to show those.
Oh,
all right, let me do that real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, I'm looking at that photo, Jeff, and wow, wow. That reminds me of Raquel Welch.
Yeah, and the rumor I heard is that her top is removable.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, I think the original render, I don't even think there was a top in the original render.
Wow.
That is a licensed piece, right?
This is who's selling this? Oh, XM.
This is XM with the Frank Show design.
Oh, and what that the Joker thing that you showed, Ashley, that you posted, that's a licensed Joker too, right?
Which one?
The marionette.
Remember the bust, the full-size bust? I think it was full-size. And you and I weren't too sure about the head sculpt on it.
Yeah, that's licensed, right?
Sure.
I'm not sure.
But isn't that
I remember you showing it. I don't remember what it looks like though.
Isn't it the same company that did the Arkham Joker and Batman? Now I can't find the pictures.
She's like, what Joker is
in
on
our chat? Is Ashley still here?
I'm here.
Yeah. All right.
I'm thinking.
You sent the picture. It was like in the store.
No, it was.
Right?
They were.
Store?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's renders.
I was
Look in the group chat.
Yeah, I just found it. Let me save it.
I thought she was in a store. So.
Let me see if I can save this.
I don't remember. My brain doesn't work anymore.
It's getting late. All right.
You're gonna get in trouble. You won't get in trouble.
This is SFX.
It was the Puppeteer Joker.
Yeah, SFX.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Let me go back into screen share real quick.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes, that was by
SFX.
God, who was that by? Yes. Was Silver Fox?
Well, let's look at this
Silver
one.
It was Silver Fox.
So this is the one that Delaney's talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's surprised.
And this is XM, you said.
Yeah, it's quarter scale.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, and then also this is the other
That
portrait.
is awesome.
Yep, and the switch out arm with a spear instead of the dinosaur.
Her
I think it's
face
cool.
her face looks like the actress that played in Species.
Oh, Natasha Henstridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that portrait's pretty good. But I don't want the cheesecake aspect of the other portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cartoony.
It's
Yeah, I don't
really
like the other
good
one.
page from Rocketeer. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, at least you get two options.
Yeah.
The other one that we were talking about is this one here.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yes, I was not a fan of the I think it's a really cool concept, but I'm not a fan of the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was by Silver Fox. And they're technically still new, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they've done a couple of the Arkham pieces.
Yeah.
They were like, it was like a weird like 1/8 scale or something, or like 1/7 scale.
So do we know what scale this is?
No,
No.
I don't think this would be life size. I think this might be something smaller.
I saw the dimensions earlier and I don't remember what they are now, but I can go look. Hold on.
It's gotta be. I don't know. It does have decent details. It's gotta be a little bit big.
Yeah, maybe it is life size.
I wonder if those lights are functional.
That could be cool.
It's pretty pricey
These
from
right
what I looked at, and I don't know if of course my phone wouldn't work. Give me a second. Hang on.
Yeah, it is licensed.
Okay.
Yeah.
The logo's down there, so it's good to go.
Do you see the other picture again? The base? Oh, never mind.
It's got a big old knife in it. in the
Yeah, I was
base.
trying to read what the building said.
Hold, please.
Okay, here's the bust. It's $600, and it is the dimensions. It says it's
Arkham Asylum. Okay.
hang on. So it's
Wing down.
17.71 in height.
Oh,
and then
small.
yeah, and then the width is 12. I would just put 12
Oh, wow.
inches, and then the depth is like close to 11.
Wow,
So
that
it's
is small.
not. It's
maybe
not.
quarter scale, maybe.
It's. I think it is quarter scale. Yeah, it is quarter scale. I'm not a fan of the price point for how small it is.
Yeah, it's.
That's
I don't
like
know,
a lot of their pieces are expensive.
Yeah, they've all been really expensive for what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could say that about anything, right? I mean, it's really
Yeah.
it's art is always subjective. Whatever you're willing to pay is what,
Yeah.
whatever. So I don't remember. Did we all talk about our favorites? I guess maybe I think we did. Anything else we want to talk about before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I think we're good to go.
I think
All
we
right.
beat it to death.
I think we beat it to death. That's for sure. Had lots to talk about, guys. And again, we will be off for 3 weeks because I will be out of town. I might see, I don't know. I haven't talked to you guys about it yet, but I don't know if maybe you guys would want to do something live for Sideshow Con, even though I might not be there. We could talk about it off camera, but I don't know if we want to cover that at all or not. But
Sure.
that might be kind of fun. I'll let you guys take the reins and let you produce the show. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But anyway, so we'll probably do something like that along the lines for Sideshow Con. Otherwise, we'll be back in 3 weeks for Rogues Gallery Live. I can't thank you guys enough for being here, for always supporting this show. You guys are always amazing. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And please subscribe over to Secret Sanctuary on YouTube. It sounds like there's going to be a Bane review in the next day or so. And of course, join me. I wish we could have had Jeff, but it doesn't sound like it. But maybe Jeff will get his early. But anyway, we'll do a live unboxing on the Batman Statue Collector channel as well. So on Monday, and then of course I'll have that giveaway video again for that statue right there for our 30K giveaway. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time, everybody.
In the Bat
In the Bat
Cave.
Cave.
Bye,
Yeah, good
guys.
night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.